Whatever.
It's on.
All right, we're here. All right, welcome back, good people, to the Modelers HangOut. Yes, this is the return of the Modelers HangOut, and I am the host, Jamie Waring, also known as Weapon X Jamie on YouTube. And as usual, as we usually do on the Modelers HangOut, we're here talking about styrene, plastic, resin. If it's on a screw, we're talking about it. We're building, we're goofing off, we're laughing, we're making fun of each other, and all that other good stuff. And we have a group of good people in here already. I've already introduced myself, Jamie Waring. If anybody wants to join, it should be from via Google Plus from my profile page, or you can go there from YouTube as well. We already got some good people here already, and from the left to the right, everybody just give your name, I guess say what you're working on, and go from there.
Table left on the right one.
All right, welcome back. All right, welcome back. And I am the host, Jamie Waring.
What's going on, man?
Because I had everything tracked, and once it started, I didn't have it on mute. My bad. Go ahead. Brian, you're first.
Oh. Hi. Brian, Tom Dog 32 here, hanging out with a couple of guys you already know about.
Amy.
Brian,
Is that you?
Back.
No.
Maybe feedback on your end.
That will be you, Howard.
What's going on, man?
Because I had everything tracked, and once it started, I didn't have it on mute. My bad. Go ahead. Brian, you're first.
Oh. Hi.
Yeah,
Who's got it playing?
It's Jamie.
Who's got it playing, man? I'm all hearing this.
Yeah,
Because I had it in G+.
comedy and stuff.
My bad.
Comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right, we're good. Go. We're golden. Go ahead.
Again, there. Tom Dog 32 here. My name's Brian, and welcome to the Modelers HangOut here, as Jamie has said. And have any questions or comments? I guess I've been assigned as the secretary, so I will keep an eye out on your comments and announce it to the guys here, and we'll go forward from there. So, welcome to the show. Now it's going to be Red Dragon.
Oh, it's Gilbert, Red Dragon Model Works, hanging out here with my boy there, Jamie. Just any comments, any questions you got for me or for the guys, man, just let us know, man. That's it.
All right, Howard. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Howard.
Yeah, you had feedback going. Howard Beasley, tabletop painting, professional commission painter for miniatures.
Baron, your go, bro.
Hello, I'm Farron from England. I speak very posh, and I like to paint. Hi guys, now I'm just hanging with the fellas and just painting minis, having fun, chilling, having a good time.
Cool. Go.
Like we said, anybody got any comments? And yes, we are still trying to break the record of 40 comments. I have not forgot about that.
Right, me and Mick, we only had like 10 comments an hour. We broke out champagne for that.
Oh yeah, pop out the bubbly.
No, we've had to postpone our Thursday show because of certain problems and stuff.
I was going to ask you what happened there.
Yeah, well, you know, Mick had a few family problems and all that.
Right.
Well, he's had to curb all his YouTube time to keep things peaceful.
Yep.
And basically, in a nutshell, his wife doesn't like him making models.
I hear you.
You know.
Oh, that's too bad. Every wife should support their husband's hobby.
Well, no, my wife encourages mine. I'm really lucky.
Yeah, my wife encourages me too because she gets most of the money.
Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go.
What are you making, Jamie? What are you doing?
Happy wife, happy life, as they say.
Oh, yeah, still back on the Tumblr, but I think I'm going to push this to the side and look at the chaos because I've got 3 of them almost finished, but I just went ahead and kind of put that to the side for a minute and gave it a break back on the Tumblr. Finally got the cockpit in, but I had to shave off. Some pieces on the side for the
What are you
cockpit.
making there, Jamie?
The tumbler, the Batman tumbler. I got the cockpit finished, but I had to shave off the notches that's on the side right there. I shaved them off so it'll fit properly. Because other than that, everybody who I've seen, like on, I've seen a couple people on YouTube talk about, the fit, the kit is a good kit. Everything, goes together pretty well, except for that wall, the firewall, basically the firewall in the cockpit. It doesn't sit right, so you gotta do some shaving or adjusting to get it to fit correctly. But after it's going in pretty well. Only thing I'm kind of worried about, I'm gonna have to get me some gloves, like you, Gil, because working on the cockpit, I kind of started smearing the paint that I got on, so I wanted to get some gloves and either do a repaint or just.
Yeah. I mean, I if I'm painting, man, I gotta put a glove on, man, because I only do it on my left hand. I very rarely do I put a glove, when I'm on the hand that I'm spraying with.
Yeah.
If you're handling that, especially like with a car, I notice with a car, you want that shine, you want that you want that paint job to be without any Mars or anything. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know they got them at Walmart, man. You can get them pretty cheap at Wally World,
I keep forgetting about that.
I get all my rubber gloves from Harbor Freight.
Yeah, but he can also run. If he's at Walmart, he can run right there and get them real quick because they got them right there. I mean, I think it's.
That is the only other place I go right now, so yeah, I gotta put that on my list stuff to get.
Over there by you go over by their pharmacy over there, the pharmacy section. Yeah, you can get them right there.
Okay, all right. I'm glad you said it, because I sure was worried about that.
That's what I used to do. I picked up a couple here. My son-in-law gets them for me, but yeah, the blue ones I got, that's where I got them from, and then the black ones I got from my son-in-law.
Do they have like different varieties, like the blue ones, the regular kind of yellowish one?
Well, the ones I've seen over there, they've got at least the one here by me. They got the white ones and the blue ones. So I don't know. I don't. The Nilex, I think they're called, and then they got ones that have powder and one without them. So.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, there's some people that are allergic to that powder.
Yeah.
So,
I watch Grey's Anatomy there, so
right.
people get
Hey, Brian, do you use it when you're painting? When you're using your hairbrush and you got the model in your hand, are you wearing a glove also?
No.
Yeah. See, some people don't do. Yeah. Some people don't do it.
No.
Yeah.
I do, because I don't like having my hand caked in paint.
Well, I just got used to doing it from when I used to paint years ago when I used to do tanks and stuff. So it's just sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
right.
Ever. I mean, I always mount my work on something I can hold on to, so I don't physically touch it.
Yep. Same here. I use my fill bottles.
So yeah, some people do, some people
That's a
don't.
miniature there, Howard.
Right.
What was that?
I said that's a nice miniature there. Let's have another look at that.
Oh, that's a Deathwing Terminator. I'm painting up for a painting contest next Saturday.
Hold on. Wait. Hold it.
I wish Games Workshop would make them in true scale.
Oh, nice. So far.
It's nice, isn't it? It's lovely.
That's only the first layer of color.
Uh-huh.
I got 4 more layers of color to go on.
That's gonna be your base color?
That's base color.
Okay. Matter of fact, what is everybody working on anyway? Gil, what are you working on, Bob?
I got that little dust tactic that I'm going to repaint. I just took it apart, and I'm just filling in some. It's got some. It's a game piece, but like I said, I pick them up, just so I can repaint them. Little dust tactic. So what I do is I just take them apart and paint them in sub-assemblies, but I also, because they got seam lines in them. So what I do is I'll fill in the seam lines, with some putty. That way you don't see all that. Like here on the sides there, you can see where I filled it all in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like here. Done it back up in here. So basically, I'm just going over to make sure that there's no real overt, And then I'm going to paint this part here is going to be painted like a tiger. This piece right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah. And then the rest will have like variations of black and but the top piece, this piece itself, I'm going to try to do a tiger scheme on it.
How are you gonna Well, how are you gonna do that? What's gonna be your method for doing that?
Well, I'm gonna airbrush it, but I think I'm gonna use either that mold builder or this. I'll probably use here. Let me find it. We were talking earlier when we were on mine, but I think what I'll do is I'll shoot this all in the orange first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll you know, base coated it in orange, and then use this like a mask all.
Yeah.
I use Tamiya tape for
the
making the
stripe.
tiger stripes on my Griffin.
So I'll mask off, you know, like where I want the stripes at, you know, and how I want them, and then I'll go over it and shoot the black. And then when I take that off, I'll just go in very lightly with an airbrush and highlight all the yellow with some white, you know, the orange or whatever color, and then put little reds, little oranges, you know, in there, just to highlight them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I want to do with this guy here. I'm gonna try to. I haven't done one in years, but I still remember. I remember how I used to do it, so I'm gonna try to do it on this. You know.
Right on. Right on. That's awesome to see.
I think it'll look cool. I think it'll look cool in that. Here, what inspired me to do it like that is I saw a picture on another forum on Facebook, and I'll show you the picture in a second here if I can find it. And it was like, oh man, I used to do that, and I haven't done one in years, but I want to try it. So here, let me show you what basically it's gonna. I'm hoping if I get it right, it'll look like this in a second. Here, let me find a picture. It's a really cool picture. I have the only thing is I'll need to pick up a few more paints, but I think I'll shoot it all in Tamiya instead of Model Air.
Oh, okay.
I just like the way the Tamiya, to me, for this kind of, for what I want to do, I think the Tamiya, at least, well, it'll be a little bit more durable because of all the masking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want it to peel on me because then, you know, especially if you put all that time in them, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to have another auto.
Yeah, because there's nothing. Yeah, that'll be terrible, man. You sit there. Let me see. Here we go. This is basically what I want it to look like. If I can get there, let me find a picture. Right there. Look, Jamie.
Oh yeah,
nice.
I've seen that
Oh,
picture.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's nice, Gil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot for that. With the top right here, we'll have the top piece here. We'll have the black, you know, and then I'll wrap the tiger stripes around it, you know.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Alright. That'll be cool as hell to see.
How about you, Jamie? What you working on, brother?
I'll have to put this stuff to the side and get on this chaos to get up back on these chaos marines. I need to finish it. Not after that.
So you've been working just primarily on the Batmobile, huh? The Tumbler?
Yeah, for right now, yeah. I want to get it done. It's been sitting on the bench for like probably close to a year now.
Yeah, no, you've had it on there for a while.
Yeah, I was figuring I might as well get it done. I mean, I got everything I need now to get it done, so got the cockpit straight now, but now it's a little more intricate. I thought it would have been a little more easy than I thought, but a little bit of time.
All right. So how about you, Brian? What are you working on, brother?
You really want to know?
Yes, sir.
Working on a crappy old Lindbergh dinosaur. So, Atomic Pup's dinosaur here. I'm actually filling in the gaps for it and I'm primed for it. It's not bad for, you know, whatever skill level 1, whatever it is for a dinosaur.
Right.
And then I'm going to let her do the painting on it. And then go from there. But besides that, I've been working on an F4 Wildcat. Got that all painted and just got to put decals on it. The F4 Phantom E is primed and ready to be painted. Still the Ford GPA. If you guys watched my Toss of Bones, this kind of repeat.
Yeah.
So, you know, the Ford GPA is there, just needs a windshield on it. And then the DO17, the Dornier, whatever you want to call it. So that just needs to be painted and decaled. And then the Trade Federation thing's just sitting there collecting dust.
Awesome.
So that's pretty it. I got a big assembly line going on right now. So,
Bulk building.
huh?
Bulk building.
Yeah, bulk building. That's what it is. So I don't know. I could start building. The favorite part of me with model kit building is the building part, and then for me the painting and all that stuff. Yeah, no.
So the fun part of the street, you enjoy the building part more than anything else.
Yeah, I like the building part of it.
That's cool.
So that's it.
Mr. Farron, what are you working on, sir?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, to me is Russian infantry, 1/35 scale. Yeah, got one little fella coming here. The hell's this?
Yeah, that's for the curse build, right? For the group build?
That is, yeah. Yeah, and I've got the T-34 here, which I haven't even primed it yet. It's all built, but I haven't primed it yet because I've run out of primer.
Oh.
Because that's where I'm going on Tuesday. That's the lower hull for the T-34. Went together like, well, too easy, if you know what I mean. It's like Cohen says, you throw a Tamiya kit in the air and it comes down built.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go together that easy. I mean, it was a pleasure to build.
Be right back, guys.
All right.
It was okay, bud. It was one afternoon. I painted that in.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was just under 100 parts to it, so it was not really that much. I mean, the most time-consuming part of it was taking off all the mold lines because the mold lines were awful. I mean, the kit was. I'd done a review on the kit, and on one sprue it said 1987. It was manufactured, and then I find another sprue which has got 1974 written on it.
That's familiar with those older kits, yeah.
And it just. So I just thought, but I'm not grumbling at the price because I only paid £9 for it. That's probably about $11.
Okay.
Cheap as chips.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
You know, and I thought, well, bargain, because I like a good bargain. I don't like spending like £50, £60 on a Dragon kit.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, Dragon do lovely models, but it's just way out of my price range.
Right.
You and me both, yep.
Pardon?
I said you and me both, brother. You and me both.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I get one for my birthday or Christmas time, I say thank you very much.
Yeah, you know, I had the same problem with that Merkava that I did a while back. You know, you look at the one sprue, it shows you the one sprue says 1969 on there, the figure. Right. And it, yeah, in 1969, I was like, what?
Astonishing, like 40-year-old kit.
All right.
Oh dear. But the old Tamiya kits, they still go together so well. It doesn't matter how old they are. Yeah. You know, it's like this SAS Land Rover. You know, the Pink Panther.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this kit was made in 1974.
Really?
And the detail in it is just fantastic. I mean, for the age it's made, I loved every minute of that build. It's really nice. I've got another one on order with the update set for it, so it'll have all the photo etch and extra stowage packs on it.
What, another Pink Panther?
Yeah.
So you really like building that one then, huh?
Yes, I like pink. It's very nice. No, it's a great kit. I recommend it to anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, and I tell you, it's good fun to paint pink, believe it or not.
Well, you know what? I was reading a while back that that's the perfect camo for a desert.
Yeah, because it renders you almost invisible.
Yeah. They also said that there's shades of pink are great camo for an aircraft, but you can't convince the guys to use it. Well, because when you look up, you know, against the blue, you know, for something to do with the blue and the pinks and all that, but they can't convince Air Forces to pink. What's that?
Well, in the first, if you remember, if you cast your mind back 20-odd years when Iraq invaded Kuwait.
Come back with you?
Yeah. Let me have it to you.
Do you remember when Iraq invaded Kuwait?
Wait.
Yes.
The
Yeah, I'm coming right now.
that they had there, the aircraft, they were painted in pink.
No, it's not it.
Alright.
Oh, what happened?
That was Philly Phil.
Phil and his cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Phil. Oh, there he is. There's
Well, turn off the cell phone.
there's Steve.
There you go. You want to Phil? I got a crap.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Phil, it's Felipe.
Hey, man,
What's
it's
up,
a Steve,
baby?
fella.
That's Felipe.
Man, that sounded like somebody was pinging with the sonar.
That's Steve fucking around.
I had the two connections going.
Oh!
All right, now that Steve is here, I found this new site, Gil and Steve, that you're gonna like. It's Scale 75. It's a Spanish paint and miniature company.
Scale
You
75.
guys like this? Check it out. I'll put the link in chat right now. Here's the link. I've already got some sample stuff coming for a painting contest, but their stuff is awesome.
What they make?
Paints and miniatures
Whoa.
and busts.
That
They're
is
a Spanish company. It's a professional paint line for actually pro painters for contests and stuff.
Oh, check
What
that
all
out.
most of the European crystal brush painters are using.
So it's overseas and the whole company.
Yeah, it's in Spain.
Yeah.
But just check out some of the figures and busts they have. They're just outrageous.
I was trying to think of that one that I just found the other day. It was really cool.
Oh,
Remember
check
those
out
late?
the Hun.
I put
They
the
were
link
like
in chat so you can go to them. But yeah, they've got some cool stuff. And they're
Turkish
paint.
bath or something. Find that shit.
Talked to Jeremy Bonamart about the paints, and he says he prefers them over Vallejo.
Let's see.
What they call Scale 75, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking at their site now, Gil. I mean, it's amazing.
Is it really?
Leonardus from Sparta, well, Spartan, what do we call it? 300.
Yeah.
King Arthur, Blackbeard, Jedediah Smith, Eric the Red, Ragnar Lodbrok.
Oh, cool.
It's very nice stuff there. 75mm.
Yeah, they're great pieces. But I don't know if you guys know who Jeremy Bonamart is, but he's a tremendous painter. He's actually won Crystal Brush like 4 times in a row.
That's a bit like James Wapple, isn't it?
But he says their non-metallic metal paint sets are just outstanding, and they have actually videos and instructions, how-to videos, how to paint with their paint line for non-metallic metal.
And who are we talking about?
Scale 75 and Jeremy Bonamart.
See this guy.
But yeah, just check out their figures, dude. The figures alone are worth looking at.
Wow, that is nice.
Yeah, they're tremendous.
I like that Fallen Frontiers when that lady, you know, that's pretty cool. You know what? I got these guys on my Facebook feed.
Do you?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
a
okay.
tremendous company.
Yeah, 'cause now that I see some of the stuff they got here, yeah.
Yeah, I get paid on Tuesday. I'm going to have a good look at this.
They got some nice stuff.
Damn you, Howard. Damn you.
Yeah, they said they're
Crystal
gonna
Warrior. I mean, that is
do a
cool.
lot of stuff for the painting contest.
Okay, baby, I'll be there in a second.
More things to cut into the books.
Yep.
Yeah, but these things are worth it.
Oh, they're all. Everything's always worth it in my book.
Hey, Jamie, I'll be back in a little bit, man. I got to go have dinner with the family. I'll be back in a bit, guys.
What's for dinner?
Pork chops. Barbecued pork chops.
Bring some back. Bring it back.
Back in a little bit.
All right. Yeah, learn how to
I think
cook.
they got an Indiegogo.
Pork chop.
That's a good shout out there, Howard. That's a really cool site.
Yeah, if you want something to paint, to practice like on skin tones and stuff, their figures are perfect. And they're really reasonably priced for the size of the figure.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I mean, I'm looking at. I've just translated the site, but 39 euros for a mini. But with that amount of detail you got on there, I'd say that's worth every penny.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I really like this. These historic figures. These Romans, like Julius Caesar, and then you got like this Jewel of the Beast.
Dude, the Julius Caesar is really good if you want to practice like painting robes, because it's too much robe on.
Painting red flesh.
Yeah.
I mean, painting red flesh tone. I find it very easy to do. Some people find it really hard, but I think it's really nice.
It worked pretty good. I was giving a shit earlier.
And their paints are really good too. Really good.
Yeah, I had a look at the prices. They're quite reasonable actually. That non-metallic set.
Yeah, that non-metallic set's awesome.
20 euros.
And I hate painting non-metallic metal. It is such a pain in the butt.
It is a pain in the butt.
And for people that don't appreciate it, like I did a couple years ago, I did a model for a contest entry, and I did non-metallic metal. And they wrote down comments on the sheet. One of the comments was from the judge. Next time, try using metallic paints. It would look better. I was like, excuse me?
That's an insult.
What?
I was like, do you even know what non-metallic metal is? And I was like, he was like, huh? It's like, why do non-metallic metal? When I explained what it was, when you can just use metallic paint.
Hey, he probably just paints his miniatures the same way as Games Workshop employees do in the shop. Base coat, wash, highlight.
I learned from that year what the judges look for and what the public looks for, because they're the ones judging the painting contests.
Yeah.
You know, and I missed the Kickstarter on these guys. I know exactly. Yeah, this company's nice. The Steam Wars was the thing they had going.
This Attila the Hun's awesome. I really, really like that.
Yeah, they got quite a bit of stuff.
It's pretty good, Steve. I mean, check this out, and its details are immense. But
that one bust in the beginning was just gorgeous.
Which one?
The bust, and when you first go to the page.
Was that the Abyssal Lord?
You know, I didn't catch it. I just kind of moved on to the other stuff. Right when you first come to the page.
Oh, Dark Elf. Nice.
He had like some cracked armor or something.
Yeah, that's the bust in scale.
Yeah.
Okay, I just heard that James Garner just passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just found that out? Yeah, I saw that this morning. It's too bad too.
Yeah.
Who passed away?
James Garner.
Rockford Files.
You got it.
God damn.
86 years old.
My God.
Well, now I got the kind of lousy theme in my head.
I used to love watching the Rockford Files. That was a good show, that was. I grew up with that.
Yeah, the Abyssal Warlord. That's cool. Oh, the Uncle Sam is cool too.
Yeah, the Uncle Sam's really good. I actually like the Laurel and Hardy. That's really hard to paint black and white miniatures.
Yeah, monochromatic's kind of a cool way to go.
I've tried it like numerous times and I just can't get it right.
This other one.
Going back to non-metallics, Howard. I mean, when I was a kid, we never had metallic paint.
Nope.
Yeah. Dude, throughout
we had to make
all the great artists, you know, the portrait painters, none of them had metallic paints. They had to do everything non-metallic.
No, that's right.
Yeah, I was really upset at that judge slot, you know, last year when he did that. I was like, are you serious?
You
said,
should
well,
say where to go.
He said Van Gogh would just go down and buy him a can of gold paint.
Yeah, it's like basically he was trying to make his point. It's like, well, look, here's the lights in the room pointing at the models for this painting contest. It's on the opposite side that you painted your reflection for the non-metallic metal. It just makes the model look like crap. And I was like, and you're an idiot.
Yeah, the Beast Duel is pretty sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. It's wicked. The cat's just going crazy.
But the thing, Howard,
Gladiator's cool too.
the gladiators, I like those. They're
Yeah.
nice. I also
Very
like the
nice.
Julius Caesar. But I'm just like getting back into like painting flesh tones, and started off okay. They're not fantastic by any means, but practice makes perfect, as they say.
That's true.
Okay, be right back again.
It's true. Yeah, I was just having a conversation with the gentleman about you know, I like the style of, you know, not necessarily like a small vignette, you know what I mean? I like the molding of the extra details, you know, you get into the bases, the stands, maybe a vertical element to that. Makes it look nice.
Yeah, I like it when a kit comes with a base.
Yeah.
Rather than just, you know, the old standard black ringed base and stuff like that. It's just no life to it.
Well, and it kind of gives you, you know, it gives you presence of, you know, more of the scale of it, but it also gives you more for your money.
Yeah, and that's an important factor.
You know it.
Because money don't come cheap these days, I can tell you.
No. Yep, check that out. That was a good nod Howard threw up there. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out of South America and abroad. There's just really, really neat up and coming.
It's a big market now, isn't it? The wargaming market. It's a really big market.
Steve, I was telling these guys earlier before you got here that my last paycheck on Friday was the first time in 7 months that I actually had any money to spend on anything besides that I wasn't actually broke within 5 minutes. I mean, it's coming on Monday and I still got money, and I put $300 on my card because I use my pay-as-you-go card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bought several kits and some paint and, you know, a bunch of shit. And I haven't got. I did get one little thing because I sold something on eBay, but really for 7 months I haven't had any extra money.
Yeah.
And, it was the first time, and it was like, holy fuck.
Wasn't your dad just here too?
Yeah.
That must have been a little tight.
Well, yeah, and it was like he was going to be here in like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, and he calls me up and says, I'll be here Sunday, and this is like Thursday. And I'm like, oh, okay, bring money.
Yeah, you're buying dinner, buddy.
You know, but yeah, it's just been, you know, one thing after another since the first of the year. It's just been something every frickin'.
There's always an obstacle, isn't there? Whenever you get flush, something comes up.
And so, you know, I just been biding my time, and it's like, okay. And so, yeah.
Well, that's good, man. That's good you got a little extra.
Well, 4 kits, and then I bought a bunch of Vallejo air stuff.
Yeah.
And a bunch of some different glues and some styrene strips and shit. And
so you just went full hobby, huh?
Well, just all the stuff that I was out of, you know.
Yeah.
I've been using the freaking glue from the dollar store, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not
sometimes
bad.
that cheap stuff can be better than expensive stuff.
It's not. I mean, I'm not saying it's not bad stuff, but it's just nice to finally get, you know. And then, you know, like I said, my car broke down and a bunch of other shit, and then I moved into this house and had to do all, you know, every time I turned. I mean, I could still go and buy a bunch of shit if I wanted to, you know, for the house. I could have went and bought, you know, $300 worth of shit for the house, but, you know, I'm in it. It works, and
Hey, sometimes you gotta give yourself a little push.
Yeah.
You gotta reward yourself a little bit.
I can think back to a couple previous lives that would be having a different thought about what should be going on, And
Yeah.
I'm not in that situation anymore because fuck, I just can't do that anymore.
No, you gotta be able to stretch your legs on some stuff. You really do. It's nice to be able to afford what as things go, but I don't know. There's certain times I think people
like the same thing. I mean, it's like I don't have to have anything. I mean, I've got enough model kits. As long as they get me some glue and a couple other, a couple little things, I can get by with what I got. But it's just nice to have. I found
you run out of stuff all at once.
Well, one thing is they reissued that the AMT log truck trailer and one of the old trucks that Rio, and I've always wanted to do that one as a log truck, because it's a cool old truck.
Oh yeah.
And hell, they were even I mean, they were only 20 some bucks a piece. So
that's not bad.
But anyway, this thing.
Well, I'm gonna say you probably didn't take vacation this year, right?
No.
Well, there you go. A little something extra. A little something for fun.
I think I actually have vacation time coming still too.
Yeah, the trend is though everyone will have vacation time coming. A lot of people can't afford to go on vacation.
That's right. Well, my idea of vacation is not going anywhere. It's staying home and hanging out and.
Yeah, that's my idea of vacation too, because I can't afford to go anywhere.
Yeah. A lot of times, by the time what all it takes to get there and do it and everything else, when you finally look at it, it's like, damn, I'm tired. I'm more tired now than if I would have stayed home and dealing with all the people.
Right.
Yeah, vacation. Vacation.
Day-to-day catches up quick,
Alright, this dinosaur, she's going to just have to like it.
What are you working on now?
On my shelf, man. My daughter's little Lindbergh Stegosaurus.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Brian, I noticed you got like, what is that, starting lineup on the back wall?
Got a couple of them. I used to have a whole bunch of that stuff.
Yeah.
I kept my Larry Birds because I'm a Larry Bird freak.
So I heard.
That's not a bad idea. You just thought if they were up known. You get like a T-Rex or a Raptor and just buy some wings. You can turn them into dragons.
Right here.
If you whack some wings on it, what's it turn into?
The T-Rex?
Wax them.
Yeah. You put some wings on it.
And what? Well, on the T-Rex?
Yeah.
Why put wings on it?
T-Rex don't have wings.
Hey, a dinosaur can be whatever.
Unless he's making fun because I'm an airplane kid.
Not alive.
You can't get me here.
I'm talking like a low-budget Tyranid?
What were we talking about?
Well, when it comes to T-Rex with wings, then I'm going with the rivet counter thing. Can't have any.
A dragon, obviously.
Right.
It look like a dragon.
Well,
Yeah, how do you not get that?
Hey, if Gil was in here, he would have got that the moment you left your mouth. He would have been like, dragon. I was thinking this was going like more philosophical, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's go your way. So, if the T-Rex had wings, a Velociraptor fucked it in the ass.
Right. It would be like an abomination of sorts.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That knocks that out of here.
But what I would say is, I would say the T-Rex wouldn't have the arms to hold it down to do the job, so that wouldn't be working out either.
Now, isn't the T-Rex the one that goes up and he goes like this? Because his hands are so small he can't even scratch his balls. So we're going to he's gonna keep the little hands and then have the wings?
No, because Gil was talking about dragons earlier. That's where this all came from.
Oh, okay.
He was looking for dragons. I was saying if you whack wings, you can buy wings for like £1 or $1 or whatever.
Oh. You mean something like this? Hey.
We caught up with you.
Maybe I was on my own trying to talk there without you being there.
Oh, now what can I do?
Alright, guys, the heat in this house is giving me a headache. I'm going to get off here and go get outside and get in the pool.
Alright.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks for hanging, brother.
Bye.
Later.
We're not far behind them. It's nearly
Nobody wants to talk to us.
Well, when was it announced? Jamie? Did you do an announcement like a week in advance or a couple days in advance?
2 weeks in advance. I mean, most likely there's not going to be a lot of company.
Yeah, it's been up there for a week or more.
Yeah, but you know.
On Google. What about YouTube?
Yeah, because I did the video on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
There wasn't that many views. But...
You know what it is? It's because it's the first one since how long you been gone?
Oh God.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need to lower the expectations, pal.
Danny, you should have told everyone I was going to be here. Then no one would show up.
Move it over here.
Yeah, tiredness is kicking in now. I'm talking shit.
You need to make this thing into toppings that come off because I don't want to waste any feet. Siphoning, wait back. Here. Making the biggest
Yeah,
mess.
Jamie, I don't think you're getting your 40 comments.
Huh?
I don't think you're going to get the 40 this time.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I'm gonna keep saying it, but yeah, I'd be lucky if we get 5.
Will it happen, Jamie?
And we got no viewers. That's funny.
You want me to leave and view it for a minute so you have a viewer?
We all leave the game there, and then we go up and just view it. Jamie, you got 5.
Yeah. You know what? I need to stop because I'm wasting feet.
So I got me palm stoning anyway. That was productive enough for me today.
Oh dear Lord. Yeah, of course. The airbrush stopped working. That's fantastic. Yep.
Yeah, I'm Brian.
Right. Wow. I gotta mute the mic for a minute, fellas. I'm cleaning off the airbrush. So, talk amongst yourselves, let people know what you're doing. Phil, what you doing, Phil? Steve, what you doing, Phil?
I'm working on the Klondike bar, partner.
Regular?
Klondike, is it a Heath?
Heath?
That's an Oreo one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
You put food up in front of a fan like that? Look at you.
The Heath ones are pretty good as well.
I haven't tried those.
So what's this, Steve?
Well, it's not a cookie, brother. I can tell you that. Or a biscuit.
Oh, Klondike bars.
Yeah. It's ice cream.
Oh, okay. It's like an ice cream sandwich. But
My friend's job was I did the dairy department at the grocery store, which included the ice cream stuff. You wouldn't believe how many of those Klondike bar boxes would come that would be damaged.
You don't say.
Beyond being able to put out on the shelf. It happened all the time.
Purposely.
And I took it as my personal mission to make sure that they were disposed of properly.
Yes. Check for freshness.
Yes. The funny thing was when our stuff would come in, our ice cream would come in, and it'd be like this little blue box that looked like a little outhouse.
Yeah.
It had like a blanket, frosty blanket on it. So they'd put the ice cream stuff in there, and then they'd put a bunch of dry ice in there. Well, if he was making multiple stops or multiple stores, we would take our stuff off, and there would be stuff underneath for other stores. It's amazingly how many times those other stores came up short.
I bet.
Man.
So, does Tamiya do a clear yellow? I know they have the red and the blue and the smoke. Do they do a yellow as well?
I think so.
Gotta go get that the weekend. So
these are actually pretty damn good. See, I love having kids because you'll eat stuff that you maybe not tried otherwise.
I was just thinking about that light bar still.
Yeah.
I feel like we can get like a sort of yellowy amber.
Phil, there's your yellow.
Yep.
Ah, sweet. Shows on.
Clear
That's a bit
yellow.
bright, isn't it?
Yeah. You gotta do it like 2 different colors?
That smells good.
Is that really yellow, Brian?
It's clear. You said clear yellow, right?
Yeah, but like I want this sort of amber. I suppose I could mix it, couldn't I?
Clear yellow.
No, I mean, depends on how many times you coat it down, man.
Yeah, I don't want the like fucking canary yellow. I want the like
No.
like the roadworks. The lights on the trucks.
No, I would go. You can put a wash on it too.
Any kids watching this, don't do what I just did. Because I opened it up and I smell. I was like, oh, it smells good. And then it says, warning, keep out of reach of children. Do not inhale vapors.
Love the smell of them. Love the smell.
What's that, Brian?
It's got the warning label that says, do not inhale vapors on your dirt.
I think the nicest smelling paint cone.
Talk about me.
Like Chester's Dull Coat. It's a guilty pleasure.
Oh, Hofer's the lot you.
I love the smell of Minimax.
Doing hangouts gonna be like Cheech and Chong. Hey, man.
And ironically, it's Jamie's hangout.
Professional. I mean.
Oh, shoot.
There goes the alarm.
Hey, Jamie. Well, my job's easy today.
Yeah, I see. Very. I might as well get up the comments. Oh, we got one viewer. Yeah.
That's me.
That'll work.
Oh, wait, you know, it might be me because I'm watching on the YouTube part here, too.
Yeah, you can. YouTube and Google.
Here, let me try this. Let me get off this, see if you still have one watching after this.
Alright.
Okay, I'm off there now. Refresh and see what happens. 0.
Oh, you.
Oh.
Jamie, what'd you do with your kids last night?
Man, we goofed off and played Halo, man. You can see them trying to cooperate. One's in the Warhol Drive and the other one's on the turret, trying to shoot the machine gun. It's the funniest thing I've seen in my life.
You on the Xbox or the PS, Jamie?
Xbox all day.
For shame.
No, honestly, I do want to.
I knew that was coming.
I do want a PlayStation though, because I want to play Uncharted and I want to play there's another game. I don't know the name of it.
There's lots of good stuff. They cornhole you.
I missed my Xbox. I flogged mine.
Oh,
The
dear.
only thing I missed out on not having an Xbox was what was that? It's not Left 4 Dead. What's that one, Steve? That was on.
Oh, the zombie one.
Yeah.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising?
Dead Rising. Yeah.
Yeah, Dead Rising 2, and I haven't beat it yet.
That's a new one.
And Titanfall.
Yeah. I just feel like you got kind of ripped off halfway. I mean, don't get me wrong. I bought it for Justin for his birthday. He loves it, but I kind of feel like when they don't give you the full game, they only make it online only. I think you're kind of
Yeah.
taking
it much cheaper when they do that.
I think so. It's worth $30. Is it worth 60? I don't know about that.
Mm-mm.
No, when they wanted you to buy the downloadable stuff, and we're just talking about this. You get involved in it.
Yeah,
It's like,
I was looking at Destiny today. Jack and I went and got it, yeah? Pre-ordered it. 100 quid, it's €100.
What?
Damn.
Yeah.
For a computer game?
For the game is 60, and then they're getting the 2 DLC packs. It's
Yeah,
100 quid.
that's kind of the way it's
honestly,
going.
It's a
because I've
free
been
round
playing
game.
for
There's a
3
lot
years.
in
I
it.
still love it.
Say
Was
again?
that a shooter?
It's like that, Sheldon. It's a free round world as well
Yeah.
as you have your missions and there's multiplayer as well.
Yeah. I would probably like to upgrade and do something like that, but
Good, I was trying to beat it today.
the other day I was walking along in my game and I was going along and this fucking saber-toothed tiger jumped on a rock and jumped on me and scared the fuck out of me. I thought, you know what? I still love this game.
Which game is this?
Yeah, long as it's not Minecraft.
Yeah, yeah.
What's wrong with Minecraft?
No.
What the hell is the deal with that game? I mean, what's the obsession?
Activity. It's about letting your imagination flow.
Yeah, you know what? Rocks and sticks and shit does the same thing outside.
Yeah.
It does.
If you
I
can't,
made a lot of
That game
stick
reminds me of that Dire Straits video, Money for Nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
let's
If I
get this straight.
want my imagination to run wild, I'll be watching some porn somewhere.
Yeah, if I want to play a video game, I want to play a video game that shit I can't do in real life.
Right.
That shit I can do.
Right.
but the main thing, honestly, it was like made. It was really made for the kids, to be honest with you. Like, a lot of kids play that game a lot, and some adults too. But the things you can do on there, it's like, wow. I mean, at first I was like, I'm not playing no stupid Minecraft, but I started playing it.
Then you got sucked in.
A little bit. I got sucked in a little bit. I mean, I got into it hardcore, but then it kind of weaned off. I was like, okay, this is kind of lame. But the world that I created is pretty beast. The things you can do, oh my god, it's pretty fun. I mean, if you get into that type of thing.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean,
We've seen it. I've seen people flip out because someone breaks into their house or robs their crops or some bullshit like that.
It's
Yeah.
called, what's it called?
two of them like that.
Somebody comes and grief your world.
Yeah.
Dude, go in there.
I mean, if you put in like 20 hours of work on a world and you invite someone to come play with you, next thing you know, you turn around, your whole world is burning before your eyes. You would spaz out. So they patched it, and you get to moderate people who come in and you give permission to build or turn things off and on. So they did fix it, but at first.
And that's what they call it, Jamie.
I've never played it, so.
It happened to me one time. I'm going to be honest with you, I spazzed all the way out.
That'd be like inviting somebody to your house, right? They show up, you open the door, then they start wrecking your shit, right?
Come on, hang out.
Taking a shit in your dining room table.
I go through that whole ordeal every day with my two kids. I'm like, all right, listen, you build your own shit, you wreck your own shit, right? You gotta like lay the law down.
Yeah.
But then you got adults doing it, you know. Gets into a whole other realm.
See, let's be honest. If I played that game, I'd fucking do that.
I'd wreck your shit too. You better believe it, Jack.
I'd go around wrecking everyone's shit.
Hey, are you guys talking that Minecraft? Man, there is a grown man on YouTube, a grown man that hunts down these little kids on YouTube.
Yep.
On Minecraft, he goes and he befriends them. Like, oh, let me see your castle, and then then he starts tearing up these kids' castles, and these little kids are crying, "Hey, man, you do that?"
Yeah, I do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
My kids would break into the gun cabinet and find your ass. No doubt, man.
Man, I think Gil was our only one viewer. God darn it,
Charger 2.
0 again.
Charger as well.
Yeah, I definitely do that shit.
That's all right, Jamie.
Thank you.
I just went. I had my barbecue pork chops with my grilled potatoes and what did they have that in? Olive oil and garlic salt, corn on the cob, fresh green beans.
You ate like a dragon.
Yeah. Okay. So Gil, right?
Yes, sir.
If you put wings on a Velociraptor or a T-Rex, what are you gonna get?
Ain't no damn dragon.
See? Told you. You cannot put wings on a freaking T-Rex. A T-Rex cannot have wings.
You see how fast that went?
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Yeah, it took like 10 minutes for you motherfuckers to get it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Number one, he got them little arms like this here. Look.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's got those little fucking arms. He can't even. That's why he's so mad. Because
Release the cops to quick enough.
if you were that big and you couldn't grab your junk, you'd be pissed all the time anyway. You
Yeah,
walk
the
around.
big ass tail, he uses that to scratch his balls.
That's true. You can't scratch your rear end or your front end, so you're just
Yeah.
screwed
He
all
has
the
a
way
big
down.
huge tail to scratch his balls.
Yeah.
So
So
that's doing that all the time. Okay, I got it.
Oh man. Hey Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie was saying, guys, can we please keep the lingo, man? He got kids watching this, man. And we're talking about
No one watches. Right now. No one watches.
I thought he didn't have any watchers. I thought we were all here alone.
Not
At a
yet.
later date.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
T-Rex masturbating.
Yeah, I was just about to say, here I show up, and you guys are talking about T-Rex scratching his junk. You know what? But you got a point there, bro. Sheldon's got a point there. You'd be angry like that, too, if you couldn't scratch your ass or your junk, man.
See why it's so bad
That's
over-
all I'm saying. That's right. That would irritate me, too. And then you talk about a velociraptor. He got that big head and that little bitty body. You know, I'd be angry, too.
all the time.
But no, man, that ain't no dragon, man. That ain't no dragon. Don't confuse them. Those are wannabes.
Yeah, hold on. No, I'm gonna catch it out here, Gil. You're not gonna like it.
Hit me with it, brother.
Look at your icon.
That's a fat. Yeah, but that's a fat drunk dragon.
But he's itty bitty little arms and a huge head.
I didn't say in the real world. I'm just saying, you know. I mean, all right, leave my icon alone, man. Leave him alone. You know.
No, but no, seriously, I was talking from modern aspect. I said you'd love that. All you'd have to do is go buy a couple of wings on eBay for $1. Pick them dinosaurs up for fuck all in the toy store. You could get a shitload of dragons over.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you could.
That's like the hillbilly dragon. Everything in the barn welded on.
Yeah. How to train your dragon, how to build your dragon.
But then you got to make sure you got a lot of duct tape on them too.
Yeah. And staples.
Yeah, a couple of Walmart bags to his leg.
It's simple. Get a staple going. Bang, 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 bang. Wings are on.
Hey, that's happy days when they figure out the staple gun.
Look at him. Come on. Who's over there?
At a later date, I hope
And now I'm looking at Sheldon's cat's asshole.
Or
This is fucking great.
Taking pictures.
Hey,
Smile. Smile. Come on, get over here.
That's its best. Hey, that's its best side.
Mwah.
This is Doctor.
Mwah.
Jamie is never going to invite us into his house again.
Jamie, you gotta get this shit back on track.
Hey, we're only partly international at this particular moment.
Jamie said, them damn sons of styrene shit. And then you got to say to yourself, Jamie, oops, I'm part of that too.
Yep. These my boys. These my boys.
But anyway.
Anywho, I like it.
I'll go shortly now, so your hangout will be saved. In fairness, when I'm this tired, I do talk a lot of shit.
And you sound like Leslie or Liam Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen? Who the fuck is Leslie Nielsen?
I put two people together, so.
Leslie Nielsen.
Is she better looking than Liam Neeson?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
But
How about him?
you know the person I'm talking about.
I do indeed.
You got to do the line. Oh, that's a good spot there, Sheldon.
Oh shit! There was.
Hey. You're blocking. You're blocking. There you go. Sit down. There you go.
You're like dogs. You got to be trained.
Did you see that film Non-Stop? Liam Neeson.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's fairly new. It's not new.
Yeah.
It's fairly new. It was pretty
He's
good.
on the plane. He's on the plane,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah, I thought so.
Me and Charm were watching it last night, boy. Terrible to laugh at your own jokes, but I couldn't stop, man. You know, when he's on the phone and he's looking for the dude on the plane, he doesn't know who the dude is on the plane trying to take over the plane. He doesn't know who he is.
All you look for the guy talking on the phone.
No, it's like a two-way thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. First off, he's relying on you, Jamie, to complete the conversation.
No. He's getting there. He's keeping looking. So he says he's looking for this dude and he doesn't know who he is. And I just turned around to Sharon and I said, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. I don't know what's going on. It was brilliant.
But I will find you, right?
No.
Hey, but the way he got that dude in that bathroom, he broke his neck, that was pretty decent. I like it.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god.
Is this movie like a drama, or is it like, snakes on a
Oh,
plane?
it's edge of the sea stuff.
Huh?
It's quite good. I liked it. It's edge of the sea stuff. It's quite good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like an action type flick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to think. There was another one too that was like that, where the what was it?
It's like an action mystery sort of.
Yeah.
You would wonder how they get all that in one, on a plane flight, but he pulled it off.
Wait a minute. Has anybody noticed that Brian is just sitting there nice and quiet? Brian? Quiet?
It was. I'm just sitting here, be nice and quiet, listen.
That's
Where's Brian and what have you done to him?
all right.
I'm trying to figure out what you guys are talking about right now.
Talking about Liam Nielsen.
What about him? What movie?
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
Never heard of it.
Was it in theaters?
Was it
I
what?
like those Taken movies he did. He did Taken and
Yeah.
Taken 2 was terrible. Part 2 was pretty crappy.
was it? And then what about that one Gray?
Oh, Grey was good.
Oh, heck
Yeah.
yeah. That's for
I got
sure.
it.
I love this part.
Hey, Brian, did you watch The Grey all the
No,
way
don't ruin
after the end credits?
Oh really?
You didn't? Because at the end you see him getting ready to fight that.
I haven't seen it.
Don't do it! Like, don't do it!
Oh, that's funny.
Well,
yeah.
what happened was...
So,
Yeah, is there more to it after that, Farron?
Hello there.
all right. The wolf
Yeah,
gets
see,
off.
see it to the
Brian
bigger
has
time.
to eat it.
What?
The gray.
Actually, Phil, don't take this the wrong way, but you do sound like Liam Neeson.
I'm telling you.
That's what they're saying, yeah.
You're just talking about it. I'm waiting for him to do the little Jedi thing. You do not belong here.
This is all.
Yep.
You are not a model kit builder.
I never will be.
Waving fingers across.
So Phil, you wasn't watching a movie with your wife and said, you know what, honey, do I sound like him for real? You didn't do that one time?
No.
Oh, you're behind.
Because I don't. Don't worry, I don't.
Yeah, she's already been subject to it for so long, she wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
He probably never says, "Hey, honey, talk like Liam Neeson because it makes me hot."
No.
You don't have to. Automatic.
So the one that you guys were on about, what was it? Was it like a straight-to-video type thing? The plain one?
No, I'm not sure, but I got it on DVD yesterday now.
Yeah, I got you.
Pretty good.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, it's really good.
So I watched the other day. Was that second 300 film?
I didn't like it.
What? What?
Nope.
I haven't watched that one either, man.
Oh,
Girl was pretty.
Yeah, until she had her head lobbed off.
Oh man, damn it, Farron, you're just on a roll. I ain't seen that shit yet.
Stop to clean up. Whoop.
Now I know she dies.
Is it the same one? Is it the Leonard's wife from the first one?
Yeah.
Well, she's in it. She's in it, but she's got bit pieces in it.
Yeah.
It's the other chick, man, the dark-haired chick, man. She is something else, man.
Yeah.
So is Jared Butler in it?
No.
Gerard.
He's in it. He's in it only. They only show like a little bit when he's getting stomped on. They do a little flashback scene in there. I won't give it away because some guys haven't seen it yet.
I appreciate that, Gil. A ton.
Why did he die?
Steve doesn't mind. We're just telling him. What films haven't you seen, Steve?
A lot as of lately.
What more films can we ruin on you?
Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, Wayne. Very Wayne.
Okay, I know that I live a sheltered life because I've only seen about 2 movies in the last, I don't know how many years. But one show that I found on Netflix lately that I watched is that one with the guy and the dog, where the thinks he's a dog when he's not really a dog.
Oh! What's his name? It's what's his name? Frodo. What the hell?
Yes, that guy.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Willard.
Willard, something like that.
Yeah, Willard. Wilfred.
That guy that plays the dog is funny as shit. That dog, it's so cool because when you look at the concept of it, it's like a dog, and he can do whatever he wants, and, it's pretty obvious that no one else, one guy thinks he's a dog, and how bad can he screw up this guy's life? It's like, he's funny. Because, if it was a regular dog walking up, humping some lady's leg, it's not very funny. But when it's a guy dressed up like a dog, and it's funny as shit.
What's the name of this show?
Wilfred.
Wilford. I think it's Wilford.
Yeah. There's
I'll
like
check
4
the
seasons.
Netflix account.
Yeah. Elijah Woods is. You know what? It's Elijah Woods is actually the Wilfred is like he's seeing the dog. He's like crazy. It's like his consciousness something there.
Yeah.
And only he could see the dog, and only he could talk to it. But it's actually him.
It's a real dog, but only he sees it. Only he talks to the dog.
Right.
Right. He can see the dog, but he's the only one that actually interacts with the dog.
He's nuts.
This kind of sounds like Ted, kind of like the bear thing. Is that what the whole
He's got a freaking
dog
with with like a little black nose. And so when you see this guy, and plus he's Australian, and he's got that accent thing going, And so when you see this dog running around, you know, you just can't get over the fact that it's a guy dressed up like a dog, you know? And the shit the dog can get away with. I mean, when you walk in, you go to one scene and the dog is doing it with a stuffed animal. You know, it's like, what, you know, that's his whole thing is with stuffed animals. It's like, what the hell is going on here?
The way he bent the poor stuffed animal over his head. Oh my God.
Yeah, when he found that giraffe, oh my God. He's got that giraffe turned every which way but loose, you know?
Use the poor giraffe. Oh man, poor giraffe.
And on a more serious side, the other show that I've been watching is that just got finished. The second season is Longmire.
Oh, it's a great show, man.
Since I don't have TV, I just catch it on Netflix and just finished the second season. That's an awesome show, man.
Yeah, I'm just about to watch the second season of Hemlock Grove.
That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good shit.
I tried. I just can't get into it. I tried.
I couldn't get. Me neither. I didn't like the guy. I didn't like the characters for whatever reason, and I had a hard time getting through it. I watched a couple episodes, and I just couldn't get.
Some of these kind of sound like soap operas to me. Now, I'm just saying, I'm not a big TV dude, but some a little bit, you know.
It is a little soap opera.
It is?
I mean, me and my family, we don't watch TV like you guys. I mean, when you got Netflix and Amazon Prime and shit like that.
That's me. All I have is Netflix.
You know,
I don't have anything else. So.
I go to this other website called Putlocker. You guys ever used that Putlocker?
No.
Well, I watched Godzilla on that the other night, and other films that are still in the cinema. I mean, they're not brilliant copies. I mean, the Godzilla one was a cam, and it wasn't all that great. But
so, are you talking like, are these like illegal, like piracy type places?
Yeah, you got it.
You gotta download it.
It's streamed directly. You don't download it. It's just streaming.
Isn't that like against the law, though?
Yeah, of course it is. Legitimate.
That comment come from Steve? Did Steve actually say, is that against the law? Was that him?
I was just checking.
Okay.
You know, it's over 20 years in prison for that shit.
Yeah, well.
Get out of town.
Maybe I'd get better TV in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in this country, Jesus, you can have a skybox in your cell and a bloody LCD TV mounted on your wall.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's in the cut.
Yeah, they did in Oz.
Yeah. You're kidding me. That's like Club Fed.
Yeah. I kind of got sucked into this, that other one on there, that black is the new orange, or orange is the new black.
I'm going to tell you something. You know what?
That's funny, that is.
I'm going to tell you something.
That's funny.
I was talking all kinds of shit about that show until I sat down and watched it.
Yeah.
Funny as fuck.
I got hooked on watching that show.
Captain Janeway from
my
Star
son.
Trek.
I didn't start watching it until just a little while ago, and I
on some weight,
kind of looked at it and I thought, nah, this ain't my thing, and I started watching it, and it was like, hell, this is good.
Yeah. I thought, yep, that's what happened to me.
They got like 12 Emmy nominations.
Yeah, they did.
So,
yeah, Farron, she put on some fucking weight, didn't she?
yeah, and you know, I got no problem with lesbians, you know, so that doesn't bother me. If it was a show with a bunch of guys on there, sorry, not watching.
How biased is that? I'm just playing.
Captain Janeway, she's come a long way.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit.
You know who else is Jamie? You know that was on that 70s show. What's her name? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, she's in well. Oh, you're not a Russian one. Girl.
Yeah.
They
call her Red.
Star Trek. Red, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like
Voyager.
a Russian bloody convict now.
Voyager. You know, I was trying to think of what that was called the other day. I said she was on that Star Trek one, and I thought, but I couldn't remember what it was called. Voyager. That's right.
Sheldon, I don't want to alarm you. It looks like there's an alien behind you on the wall.
An alien behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah, those eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to die.
Yeah, you know what? It does look like that.
It does, doesn't it? It looks like someone's got a set of evil eyes on the camera, man.
You guys got crop circles over there?
Also kind of creepy.
Sheldon, they're blinking. It's winking at you.
Ooh, don't turn around.
Sheldon, look over to your right. You see right on. You'll see a little
on the wall. No.
On the wall. Yeah.
Oh, the back wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a clock. Well, it's because of the fan. There's a fan in there, and it's reflecting off that clock.
It looks like one of those aliens that was science.
Yeah, it looks like you got a. It looks like you got a damn kukui there watching you, man.
Yeah.
You got crop circles?
Yeah.
I didn't know with that.
You tell them.
So I can watch. I'm watching like this Foot Locker thing, man. So I'm watching Dawn of the Planet of the Apes right now.
That's illegal, man.
Huh?
That's illegal.
I didn't look at officers. I didn't know anything about it. I'm just seeing it right
What's
now.
the picture like?
Wait a
It's
minute.
not great at all.
Brian, did you go to
I want to see that in the cinema.
Hey, screen share it, and then we can get Jamie put in prison.
Yeah. You know what? You can watch it as long as you're not downloading it. They ain't gonna do shit to you.
No, it's down. It's all live stream.
Yeah.
So
as long as
it's
you don't
called
download it.
Foot Locker, like as the
Like the shoe place.
P-U-T, put. Like you put stuff away.
Put
Foot.
Locker.
Yeah. You know what they do? Those guys, they go into the theaters with their little iPhones or whatever they do, and they shoot it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Is it worth looking at?
No, it's now the film quality is not that great at all because it's coming from, Anyways, interesting.
See, a
Those
really good,
Europeans are crooks, man.
see a really good film now that I want to see. I couldn't watch on a cam.
Now that we got that out the way.
Yeah, I just couldn't do that either, man.
Yeah.
Oh, or hell. Just throw it
All right. How many?
Back to styrene.
Yeah, but you guys don't have to drive 35 miles to the frickin' movie theater either.
No, it's about a mile.
No, we live in civilization.
Yeah.
Not far.
Come on.
We go to the cinema. We got to drive about 20 minutes to the next town because we live on top of a mountain.
Nice.
Oh, really?
No, it's not nice. It's bloody Wales, man. Sheep and fucking more sheep.
What do you mean nice? It's Wales, man.
I'm in the desert, so mountains are cool to me, man.
I'm thinking about looking out the view off the top of a mountain, Sorry.
It ain't that great. I mean, it's like the houses are like integrated into it. As you're like driving around, you still think you're on flat road.
Oh.
You know, but it's not that great. It's a real bummer in the winter because we get basically cut off then because when the snow hits the roads, we're screwed.
Yeah, misery life out there, man.
You know, but saying that, for the last couple of years, we haven't had any decent snow. I mean, last year we had a one-day flurry, and that was it.
Well, if we were all doing our part for global warming, you would have a lot lot snow.
That's right.
But this plastic,
Jeez,
this styrene is causing global warming right here.
You know what?
Once they find out about us, once we get on his list, they're going to get rid of the styrene.
Global warming is just a term, man. I mean, global warming can also mean that you don't have any snow, you don't have any other stuff. It's not an ice age.
Hey, don't spread that stuff around.
Right.
It's because of the styrene.
Sorry,
It's because of the oil. It's because of the capitalists. If it wasn't for the capitalists, we wouldn't have any global warming.
All the freaking things.
Yeah. Now you guys know that I'm kidding, right?
No, I thought you were serious.
Oh, I was about to back up. Man.
Burn all those damn. I think we should burn everything. Global warming, my ass. The only people on the whole planet so far that have stood up to this global warming bullshit is the Aussies.
Okay.
They said, screw that.
Okay. There is scientific fact.
It's the cow's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they fart so much. If cows weren't farting and shitting all the time, we wouldn't have all this stuff.
Sheldon, hold on, stop.
That's why we have steak.
No, he's right though.
Sheldon, you're
Yeah.
pumping shit into the air, you're breathing it. Texas, you got no water, and you're telling me you don't believe there's such thing as global warming?
No
You
water?
people- You
We got
people
water
are
all over the place.
anywhere.
We got water all over the place.
Okay, you're in a
I've
drought.
I've had
Texas is in a
15
drought.
inches of rain in the last 6 months.
In California, it's not out there.
Yeah, they ain't like California.
Or Arizona.
I got family there, man, and they're telling it's a drought there.
That's because
Yeah,
they
no,
live in the city.
He's right about the cows though.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should change our diet.
Yeah, it's a real food. They should be
Right.
green.
They gotta start eating bushes instead of grass.
That's what I'm telling you. This is what I'm saying.
This Modelers HangOut's going everywhere, man.
I know. Everybody just green.
Hey, I got, and this may be some other bullshit that I read or whatever, but I saw this on a History Channel thing, and they said on there that the Sahara Desert goes from a desert to a forest every 10,000 years
And how do they know that?
because of all the shit off in the ocean. They're scientists.
Yeah,
they know that.
But here's the funny part. You got the same people that are telling you that. They're saying, oh, the scientists said that, but then when the scientists say there's global warming, all the scientists are wrong. But the scientists, they'll tell you one thing, and some people, they'll take, oh, the scientists said that the Sahara Desert turns every 10,000 years. But if the scientists told...
Those are geologists. Those are different from regular scientists.
Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of it's scaremongery as well.
They read that shit from the rocks. So the thing is the climate changes on this planet, and for us to think that we have anything to do with it, or there's anything we're going to do to change it, is crazy.
So you're going to tell me you actually believe that if you pump all this carbon crap into the air, it doesn't affect anything?
Well, of course it affects.
How do we know that? What do we have to?
Oh my God, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. I gotta go. Seriously, I gotta go. I can't deal with it. I gotta go.
These are great topics for the next show. The other show.
Hold on. I'm going to take a dart.
One that's not going to be about styrene. These are the things that we're going to talk about.
Okay, so when can we start talking about testicles and flaps?
That'll be on the other show.
Okay.
Yeah. This is actually the styrene show. So, Jonathan. Yeah. Styrene, plastic, resin, all that good stuff.
There's my favorite Canadian.
Jonathan!
Hey.
What's up, Jonathan?
Not a whole lot.
We're just talking about cows farting and T-Rexes being frustrated, stuff like that.
Your space capsule thing came out cool, man.
Thank you.
Very cool looking. Yeah, the foil job came out. It looked really nice.
Thank you.
Tell them about the USS Constitution there you built on top of your TV.
Oh yeah, that's back there. Yeah.
Back there.
It's
not done, huh?
Yeah, it's back there.
Inside joke.
You got a shelf up there. Is that what's going on behind you?
Oh, where?
Like a balcony area?
Oh, he's in a basement.
Oh, the rafters.
Oh, I got you.
I'm stuck in the basement.
That's his man cave.
I've been trained that way, man, forever.
What's this? What's that?
I was sitting here to evaluate all of you.
He's in the undercover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the only question I have, I was going to ask you this before, and I may be completely wrong, but I'm sure that is like part of the stripper, what do you call it, exercise pole deal over there. Yeah.
Oh,
the shoulder.
Oh. The pole you dance on occasionally.
Right.
Oh yeah. That's in the late night hangouts. Yeah.
Stripper pole goes for the late night hangouts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can invite you guys if you want.
You put on Rod Stewart there if you think I'm sexy.
Yeah.
Just saying.
God. I'm just saying.
No, I heard that's a good workout, though. I really did.
That's how I stay in shape.
That's right.
Puts on his little G-string with the tassels on the back of him, so he shakes his booty.
Yeah.
Working in there, huh, John? Okay, that's the deal. Eh? All right.
I'll be quiet again. I'll shut up. Not well with this kind of music.
You guys didn't know I was here.
Oh, cut it out now. It's more fun that way.
Oh, man.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, what you got there, man? Is that cherry pie?
No, it's angel food cake with some homemade strawberry sauce with vanilla ice cream.
Nice.
Yeah, he's good as cheese. We're going to Gil's house.
That looks pretty good to me.
Let's go to Gil's. I'll have to book a ticket to fly to Chicago.
Come on over, guys. No problem.
A little bit on the healthier side, too, see?
And then we can talk about global warming when we get there.
No, hey, the ice cream is organic.
Organic.
Cows. Right? It came from cows?
Oh, no, back on cows again.
Yeah, get rid of the cows. Don't talk about the cows. They're farters.
Yeah, I wonder if we change the diet, would it change the taste of milk and cream and ice cream and stuff?
I don't know about that stuff, man, but I couldn't live without butter. I'm here to tell you right now.
Gotta have butter.
Yep.
Maybe it wouldn't be as salty.
No way, man. You gotta have butter.
You start like feeding them,
Sorted.
feeding them. I was gonna say feeding them beef cannibalism.
Like you ever been to, like, you know, like when I go, see, I judge most restaurants by the bread they serve beforehand, right? So if I show up there and the butter's jacked or the bread's jacked, I know the meal's gonna be jacked. So gotta have the butter. Little California philosophy for you guys.
The best part in the world is right here, buddy.
No. The worst restaurant chain in this country is the Harvester.
Now, what kind of cuisine is that?
It's basically a steakhouse. It's shit.
I used to like
I used to work for
in England. The beef eaters. You got them?
Mitchell and Butler. That's the company name that owns all the chains. Mitchell's and Butler.
Have you got beef eaters, Farron?
Yeah, we got beef eaters over here. I mean, I think there's one in Cardiff, and that's it.
I like them now. The last time I was in, the last couple of times I was in England. They always go there.
If you guys really can't get like a proper steak, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, I like my steak dripping with blood. You know, that's me. I like a medium rare.
Hey.
You like your steak like you like your...
I mean, people who, because I used to be a grill chef, and people who ask for a steak that is well done, I just whack it in a microwave. I would never put it on the grill. I just whack. No. I'll put it back on the grill just to put a couple of burn marks on it, but that's about it. I mean, come on, who eats a steak well done?
I do.
I do.
Why? You're taking all the flavour out by having it cooked that way.
If you seal it right, if you seal it first.
Yeah, sear it and marinate it and all that good stuff.
Just the whole heat and blood thing doesn't really set well for me.
No, I don't mind. I wouldn't eat it rare. I'd eat it medium well.
I have my medium. I can't. My wife and my daughter like their rare. I can't eat it like that. I gotta have at least a little bit. You know, I got when you cook it, where it's got that
like medium rare. You know, it's brown on the outside, but it's pink in the middle.
Yeah, that's how I eat mine.
Everybody likes a warm pink center.
Okay, I knew that was coming.
Leave it to Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you sear it too much, you're right. If you sear it too much, you burn all the flavor out of the meat.
Exactly.
Like beef jerky.
Yeah, that's basically what you're eating if you well done. Just a piece of burnt meat.
I'm getting hungry now.
I gotta go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
You got work tomorrow, Phil?
Yeah.
What, 2 hours?
No, so it's maybe 2. I'm up about 7:30.
What time is it over there?
1:45.
Holy crap.
Hey, keep on the bed. You want to hang out with us? Go to bed. Appreciate you hanging. Go to bed. Get some sleep. That's what you call dedication right there.
That's right.
That's the same time for me as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same time for you, right, Farron?
Well, I've had about 20 cups of tea today, so I'm buzzing like a bee.
My gosh.
That's 21 right there. That was 21.
Well,
Almost dinner time here.
look, I drink loads of tea. I mean,
You got that right.
I can still
Dinner
sleep on drinking this stuff. Oh shit! I
Really
forgot
good,
what I was
though.
drinking
You know,
now.
I just had a conversation not too long ago, and I was like going over the benefits of coffee, Red Bull, and what chia seeds. And this person tells me, you know, that you can get tea that's like 3 times stronger than coffee in the light tea. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm like, I've never really had that kind of tea. Then I find out it's like Lipton and everything else supposedly has more caffeine. You know,
Say good night to everybody. Say good night to the boys. Say good night.
Hey.
Say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, night, Thorn.
Go with your mom. Good night. Good night. Good night, Papa.
I figured that the dark tea had the most caffeine in it.
No, that's because you burn it out.
Yeah.
They roast it out. Same thing with coffee. The dark roast, they roast all the caffeine out of it.
Yeah.
You gotta get that mild roast, man. That mild roast got a good kick to it. Boom. That's what I drink, dude. I'll go through a pot of mild roast coffee, man. I'll get up at like 8, 9 in the morning. I'll suck down a whole pot of that coffee, and I'm like this here when you're talking to me. What's up?
See, I think it's funny though. You guys will have like Earl Grey, fucking all these different types of tea in the States, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I know England is kind of the same, but we just have brands like Tetley, Lions.
Yeah.
I have Asda's own. Costs 27 pence a box for 80 tea bags. Tastes as good as the rest.
Exactly. But we drink a lot of tea, in fairness.
Well, yeah, we do. I mean, I average on about 12 cups a day.
Well,
Yeah, what's up with you guys drinking tea all the time?
I don't know. It's just like I was saying to you, why do you drink coffee all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the bean, we got the leaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, isn't it?
Don't say I
go and make another one.
It's not iced tea, Brian. No way, no how.
Tell you what, man, parents get used out of his restroom drinking all that tea. That's a lot of piss in there.
That goes back to the early 1800s, man, because tea was real expensive.
Yeah.
So they were trying to find an alternative to the tea, and coffee was real cheap. So they started drinking coffee because in the 1700s, this country was a tea drinking country until until the tea got real expensive.
Tea party, huh?
That's when it happened. They were the tax on the tea. The tax on the tea got too much, so they were looking for an alternative, and that's where the coffee came in.
Yeah, we went south across the border there. What are they?
That's exactly what happened.
Weren't you living to tea in the ocean at some stage as well?
Now, see that Earl Grey, for me, it tastes like you're drinking flowers, man.
Yeah, I can't drink that.
Yeah.
Nah, I like it. Nah, man, that's good.
Well, I drink what you would call like breakfast tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the yellow, like it's yellowish, right?
No.
Like,
Well, I take
Dark?
milk in my tea.
Dark.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's like maybe it's like a green tea. I guess it's kind of. I thought the breakfast tea was like more along that. No?
Well, that's the breakfast. That's what they sell here. That's what them brothers in UK. They're selling the shit they don't drink over there. They send it over here.
That's good logic.
Here's an example, right? I'll go in, I'll buy a box or a bag of 80 tea bags for like £2 or £3, yeah?
Right.
And there, it's pretty much like your breakfast tea.
Okay.
Now, when I went to Florida, they come down with a box, a lovely wooden box. Which tea would you like, sir? Blah, blah, blah. 40 different types of shitty tea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just give us the fucking breakfast tea. Simple as.
Yeah. Hey, but you're leaving out parts of the story now because they brought you iced tea first.
Oh, that was Sharon.
Oh,
Sharon asked for tea. She just said, "Can I have a cup of tea?" They brought her like cold iced tea. They brought her. Then she said, "No, they heat it up. It was still iced tea, but it was just heated up." I was like, "No, we want tea, hot tea with fucking milk, motherfucker."
Language.
Yeah. I'm going before Jamie bans me.
Yeah.
And you stop Christmas of Marsley. Damn tea.
And anyways, just drink normal tea. Don't be trying to extravagant.
My breakfast is chocolate milk and Rice Krispie treat. Milk and cereal.
That's it. I want to know though. Do you turn your pinky up when you're drinking that stuff, or what?
Like this?
Yeah. Is that like mandatory at some stage of the day? You're like first.
Hey, Phil, don't let them bug you, brother. When I drink my coffee, my tea, that finger comes right up. I ain't gonna lie.
How they do that? I can't do that, man.
I'll even do it. Look, Phil, I'll even do it with my beer, brother. See that? See, I got a.
Nah, that's more foreign than like the English. Nah. You'll have me thermos cup. It's about like this fucking big and like 2 hands.
Yeah, it's like fancier over there.
Yeah.
Phil, I'll bet you could get a job doing voice ends for Liam Neeson on his movies.
Good.
You know? They got to go back and they got to redo the voice. He could get a job doing that.
Good.
Yeah, I have to take this call.
I'm thinking.
Hello?
You can do it,
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. For ransom, I can tell you, I don't have money, but what I do have is a very, what was it? A very
special skill set.
That's the one, a very special skill set.
I will find you.
And can I have a 2-in-1 chicken balls and curry chips?
Hey, Jonathan's like, what the heck did I just walk into?
Jonathan Brothers, ain't that the old days, bro. This is a new breed, Bubba.
Yeah, he's like, what did I walk into? He says, Jamie, wait a minute, this ain't the regular hangout.
No, it ain't by no means, by no stretch of the imagination. I mean, we were talking about plastic at first, but then we got like the T-Rex, the frustrated dinosaurs.
I know.
The T. Yeah. The T-Rex.
So just as you're listing them off, they're all subjects I brought up, aren't they?
Oh, and
No, I think Sheldon helped.
Oh, boy. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Sheldon's guilty for it too, yeah.
Right. I get your logic, though. If we were going to put blame on the condition of this particular hangout and where it went south, you bet.
Yeah, oh my God. Hey, I take complete blame.
If the FBI knocks on my door for those movies, I'm pulling you out, Farron.
Yeah.
Bro, going down.
You're getting punked.
Yes, I can't ask Farron, does he do that?
Farron, you lift your pinky up when you drink your tea?
Pardon?
Do you put your pinky up when you drink your tea?
No.
Oh,
right.
I suppose he's Welsh, he's not English.
Yeah, it's different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're English. They all sound what?
Isn't
Jolly good
that
shit,
like
huh?
the difference between like a Texan and someone from Minnesota? Is that like the same kind of thing, or is it different than that?
Oh no, there's a big difference.
Big difference.
Well, I tell you what, like when you go to England, you hear all the different accents. You do feel like you're the how can I say it, the infidel. You know, when you actually go in there, because you hear people's accents and all that, and they. Because whenever I go to England, I feel like I always get a bad vibe whenever I go there. It's like I don't know. People look at you straight and say, "Oh, you Welsh?" No. They say, "Oh, you Welsh?" And I'll go, "Yeah, so and." It's what's the big deal?
Oh, so it's like if you're a Negro and you go into a gated community. I got you. You get looked at. I got you.
Yeah. It's just like I'm a human being. For God's sake, just accept it. You know what I mean? Does it matter the way I sound?
I've been in London a lot, and it's like the bleeding UN, and anyway.
I mean, it's like I bet you go there and then I bet they say, "Oh man, you're Irish." You think, and you feel like saying, "No, mate, I'm from Germany."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just be sarcastic.
Here's the thing. I really don't care about the guys, but I like all the women with the accents. Just gonna put that up there now.
Throwing it out there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's.
I hear.
I would never ask a guy like, "Oh, are you from so and so?" I just assume they were from somewhere else other than me.
Yeah, I would
usually good logic.
If you hear the way someone speaks, then you think, "Oh right, oh yeah, he's from so and so place."
That's right.
You don't bloody ask them where you're from, especially when you already know.
Right. And who wants to be put into a box, right? I mean, I don't like to meet somebody who's
Ain't no box can hold me, man.
That's right. You know, that's these ones. That's it. But you're right. There's a lot of people out there just kind of like they take the mystery out of it. You already, they don't need to solve the mystery of where you came from or how you got there.
I like that. When I'm playing on the PlayStation online, and they're like that, "Are you Irish?" No, I just say I'm Jamaican. Every time. I just say I'm Jamaican. And he goes, "Yeah, Jamaican. Yeah, Jamaican, your life of misery. Now fuck off."
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this broadcast.
I like to say, though, it seems as though when you're playing a game like that, and they think you're Irish, they call you, all the McDonald's. It's like they got some, like, they get some real, like, basic, insults going.
Oh, right.
I used to like that guy, Keith Lemon. I hate his fucking guts now. I keep course. Sorry, Jamie.
I'm in the damn broadcast now.
Jamie, he's Irish, man. He's Irish.
I know.
That's part of the vocabulary.
Yeah, I hate that guy's guts. He started this potato thing. You wouldn't know. Farron probably know. But he was slagging off one of the Irish in a comedy bit. He's a comedian. And he does the accent and he goes, "Potato!" And now every person... every person in the game is like, they hear the Irish accent and they're like, "Potato, potato."
Yeah. I suffer the same thing. It's like if ever I go to England or anything like that, a bunch of lads in the pub say, "There's a Welshman over there." They go, "Oh, sheep shagger."
Sheep shagger,
yeah, exactly. And I say, "Yeah, we fuck them and flavour them, and you fuckers eat them." Excuse my French, but that's the abuse we get.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a blast.
Sorry, Jamie.
I'm going to do it like Arizona then, I guess.
No.
Where you from, boy?
Boy, you got it.
That's all right, brothers. Yeah.
Yo, you froze. You're back.
Oh, Steve, you're like your image is like stutters or something. Like.
That was Zoom.
Oh. And what the heck is Gil doing?
You're messing up your good hair, man.
Something with this.
I'm a rooster, not a chicken hawk.
He's so stupid. I said what? I said what?
I said what?
What?
I say, boy.
I love them cartoons.
I'm a rooster, not a chicken hawk, boy.
Lego on, fog on.
Yeah. Do something else.
Awesome.
What happened to Steve now?
What I said, boy, was boy. I love that cartoon.
He barely won't bring it back. He said it's too violent.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he took off all the old tunes because it's too violent.
You know?
It's like I've watched some Tom and Jerry cartoons, and do you guys ever remember the one where where Jerry puts the candle on Tom's tail and he just burns into a cinder?
Yep.
Yeah. Over here, that's cut out.
Really?
In reference to burning a cat alive.
Yeah.
It's just.
I mean, there's no Roadrunner, then it's going to be that way.
Yeah, Roadrunner is something else, man.
That's slapstick comedies, you know. The world is too PC, I tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
You're right
I'm
there,
going to Foot Locker.
There's too much of it. There's always someone's afraid
to
to
do that.
offend someone.
Annie's here of what's the name? It's like an Irish gangster sort of program. Love Hate, it's called. No.
What's that about?
Right, it's like an Irish gangster sort of thing, yeah. Gangs and shit. Alright, it's called Love Hate. But they're killing each other every week, yeah? Now there's a big following of this, and they're killing people every week. And then all of a sudden, one of the guys shot a cat. Now, didn't really shoot the cat, obviously. In the program, he shot the cat, and there was the biggest uproar because it's saying that he shot a cat. And they're killing people every week, and they're worried about a bleeding cat.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The unethical treatment of animals, man.
Yeah.
But didn't really kill the cat, obviously. There's nothing wrong with it.
What about the unethical treatment of humans?
Right. We can make more of those.
That's kind of so.
Oh, crap. All right, I'm going to take another dart, and I'm going to throw it at the dartboard, see what subject we lands on this time. We're going everywhere.
Yeah, we'll keep rolling.
I think we should go back to your problem, Brian.
What's my problem?
You're never going to finish them kits before you die, buddy.
No, it's
Let's just be honest about it.
When I die, they can sell them off and make a little cash on me.
Now here's the thing, man. I know at some point over the course of you being on YouTube, some cat has called you up and be like, "Hey, you want to sell that one kit in the corner?"
Of course.
And I said no.
Every time.
No sale, no trade.
People, man. No. I can't believe people.
Brian was talking about his stash in his last video. Was it? You said he was uploading the descriptions to.
Yeah.
That is it something that Texas Andy put? He's taking the site down or something. You said.
Yeah, my hobby.
Kids, and now he can't manage the website. He's taking it all down.
That's right.
That is just a bummer, man. I'm just glad I've only got like.
Oh. I felt like
9 kits.
Yeah,
hey, you know those books at the store. They like say composition on them usually, and a pen is like a really good alternative as well. Hard copy.
A lot of time and a lot of work there.
Yeah, you gotta type it up, man. Same damn thing.
Brian, you should think about insuring that shit.
I have a CD right here on how to do a thing somewhere right up here. How to organize your plastic model collection. Somewhere.
Brian, seriously, you should think about insuring your stash.
Shorten it? What?
Insuring it.
Oh, put insurance on it? That's already done. That's in with the homeowner's insurance.
They'll be like, "Where'd the fire start?" And there's like that big mass of plastic over there.
Go talk to my wife.
Yeah, ask her.
Ask her.
Oh, the damn is asking to do deals, so.
then back to the cows.
It's just I have that excitement of buying kids.
Hey, Gil.
Yeah.
What's your wife think about you and your hobby?
Nothing. She thinks it's pretty cool. As a matter of fact, she encourages it.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough as well.
No, you don't.
I think most of us are, though, in fairness.
He gets monitored.
It's all financial end of things as well, isn't it?
All right, let's just see. Hey, Gil.
Yes, sir.
You get a stash like that, how would your wife feel about it?
If I had a stash like what? Like what you got?
Yeah.
You'd probably think I needed help.
Shut up, dude.
Brian,
To be honest with you,
you have?
you know what? It wouldn't really bother her. I'll be honest with you. She wouldn't really care about it.
Yeah.
All she'd
You're not
be,
far off, in fairness.
you know, look,
Brian.
as long as it's not in her way, and I'm not clouding the house with them, because right now what does piss her off is I don't have any shelf space up, and I gotta put shelves up. So I take my models from the bed and I put them in the front room, and she's like, "Oh no, you're not putting that out here." You know?
That's why you got your room.
Yeah. Hey, you kind of have to keep it in your room or in your area, and that's the
Guys,
problem.
my workstation's in my front room.
Yeah, but if it expands past your area or your desk or wherever you're working,
Well, I got a drinks
Yeah,
cabinet
fine.
converted into my workstation.
Gotta put it somewhere.
No, I like that. That's cool.
My wife's always been, you know, I think, you know, I'm one of the lucky ones, and I'm sure Brian's like that too, because you know what, ain't no woman that doesn't support you will let you build a stash like that, you know.
Hell no.
Well,
you just have to work
the word that you put in there was let. If you
let.
actually have to deal with the part of let you, then that's an issue.
Okay, well, be supportive. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So Brian, how many kids?
About 620.
Okay.
Give the number.
I used to have over 1,000.
Yeah.
And my biggest problem was after I moved them so many times, it was like, God, I got to do something. And then
Well, that Frankie Days collection.
the realization that you can never build them sets in at some point, and it's like, you know, I got to thin out.
Yep.
I mean, Brian gave a shout out to Frankie Day on his vid, and his kits. I mean, when you see him at his workstation, you see a wall of kits behind him. But then apparently, that's just what's in that room. He's got his basement filled with kits as well.
Oh, you got
That
tons.
is insane.
Ready.
Freddie doesn't have as many as he got though.
Freddie's got tons of them, man.
Yeah, he's got a lot, but you know what? He doesn't have as many as Brian's got.
No.
I mean, both of us got a good stash.
Well, I'd probably venture to guess a lot of Freddie's stuff's got really big boxes from the looks of it.
No, it's a lot of older stuff that he collected when he was younger.
And
Yeah.
Balthazar has problems as well.
Yeah,
I'll put him in the same bracket.
Balthazar's got stuff in boxes he hasn't even pulled out yet.
Yeah.
Really?
But put the trade arm in that bracket.
But I don't think Balthazar's stash is as big as Brian's. Now, I seen the stash the other day, man, that was legendary, dude.
Yeah.
I'm talking legendary.
How so?
This guy had one in his, he's got like, he lives out in the country, and he's got like one of those little Quonset huts,
Yeah.
and that damn Quonset hut was filled to the top.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And you know what? And you know, the guy's dying of cancer, so his kids are just, you know, he already told them a lot of that stuff is going to go to, he's donated most of it, and then the rest of it, I don't know where it's going, but man, he's got, I've never seen anything that big before, that kind of stash before. And he don't even know what he's got. He just collects them.
Yeah. Bit of a buying problem.
Well, no, I think his thing was he bought them. He would sell them on eBay, I think. So he would buy up stuff like these shops were going out of business or something, and he'd end up buying up their stashes, you know.
Yeah.
You know, some people, man, it just becomes an addiction, you know.
All right.
Yeah, I had one of them, and I quickly stopped it.
You're like the reigning president of Lord of the Rings. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I killed that.
No one's
Bill,
even seen.
from what I understand,
Your attic.
That was 10 to 15 years ago. I've copped on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was only a teenager at the time.
See, them dudes, when they saw you coming, they should have like started blowing the horn, rolled out the carpet, been like, Phil's here.
Yep.
oh man, they got a national holiday for him over there. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Freddie with.
But seriously, I kept all the receipts. And I spent about $8,000.
Jesus. I used
Seriously.
to do that though. I used to save the receipts and then I used to count them up at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then you think to yourself, oh my god, I could have bought a car with this.
Yep.
Yeah. That's about what I got in my war machine. I probably got about $8,000 in my war machine. I've got over 100 figures. So
Jeez.
over 10, but that's over 10 years, you know.
Yeah. But that was probably over the space of 3 years. That was the height of it. The films were out. Everybody fucking, you know. You know.
Well, yeah, that's it, isn't it? It's inspiration.
Nope.
Yeah.
Inspires.
Yeah, but you also got to keep in mind, my stash there, a lot.
All right, so
My stash just fits in this drawer below me here. That's
Yeah,
all.
he was in the middle of talking and just left. Oh, there he is. That was weird.
I'm the same with you, Farron. I got maybe. I got about 12 to 14 kits. That's it.
Yeah, that's about 10 to 12, yeah.
Actually, I'll have a quick count up. There's one up there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But I can't keep them Lord of the Rings down here even. They're all in the attic.
I've got 9 altogether, and 2 more due tomorrow.
What do you mean, kits in general?
Yep, that's all I got.
Yeah, but how many have you got built, Farron?
Yeah, I've got quite a few built now.
Yeah.
Apart from the group builds.
I only have 1 kit.
Yeah, right.
You know what I thought was funny? Hey, Steve, were you in the room when one guy told me we were sitting down, we were talking? No, it was you, Jamie. You thought I did this as commission.
Yeah, you know, that's what I thought.
It was Jamie. Jamie, you know, like, oh, Gil, what do you pay on your commissions? They're like, commission? What are you talking about, dude? Commission.
Then he said,
I was going to show you this, but a load of parts just fell off it. I salvaged this from my shed the other day. I made this years and years ago. When my must be about 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And now I've just snapped off one of the side indicators and the tow bar just to reach it down.
Well, don't hold out now, man.
Da-da-da.
Let it flow.
Oh well.
Now, okay, here, Jamie. How long have you been building models for?
20.
Steve, how long have you been painting models? Figures.
You mean like since I was a kid style?
Well, no, just in general. How long have you been messing with models? You know, styrene, whether it be figures or models. How long?
Kid, since I was a kid.
Okay. How about you, Brian?
Well, I got back into it in 09.
Okay, but you did it when you were younger, though, right?
Yeah.
How about you, John?
Oh, probably since I was like 12 or 13. And I got over for a
How long
while.
have you been doing it for?
1965.
Okay. 1965. You know what? I've only been doing this for a year.
Bullshit. Excuse me.
But you gotta go. You gotta like roll that back. So you're saying,
thank you.
You never modified a toy. You never painted nothing.
Wait a minute now. I said building models. Now, when I was younger, I built a car. And blew it up. You remember those Evel Knievel the wind-up, the Evel Knievel wind-up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those.
So I built a little car model. I can't remember what it was. It's some car model. You know, you get that tester's glue in the tube. Remember the tester's glue in the tube?
Yep.
I slapped that thing together. That was the nastiest thing in the world. But the purpose of me putting it together was so I can have Evel Knievel jump over it while I blew it up and made it. So that was the car. I built, right after that, when Becky and I, when we moved into this house, well, wait a minute. My daughter was young. I built the Tidarium shuttle back in 84. I built the Tidarium shuttle. And then when we moved here, I think I built an Apache gunship, looked like shit. And I bought a B-17 bomber that I never finished. I gave it to my nephews. That was it, up until last year when I started doing it like this.
All right, now put that on pause. Now, how long have you been like just putting things together? Maybe welding up a trailer or
my whole life.
There you go. Yeah.
Nice one, Steve.
Yeah, see, I think that all kind of plays into it because, I mean, I had the best damn G.I. Joe collection you could think as a kid. I didn't like the way they look. I paint them up. You know, whatever it was, if you think about it, you know, the engraving, the gun, all that stuff. As you go over through life, you kind of put it all into it. So I kind of think you're either a creative person or you're kind of mildly floating around the world.
Yeah. Now, I was a welder, you know.
Right.
That's what I did for a living. I also did motorcycle tanks. You know?
Right.
I did roofing, you know. I mean, you know, I tinkered with shit all my life, you know. I mean, just if I would take something apart, like I would take my father's watch apart just to see if I could put it back together how it works, you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
My dad was not impressed.
Oh no, I got my ass beat a couple of times for that. So I would take things apart just to put them back together. But see, and you know what? I don't know about you guys because I know. Look, none of us in this room. None of us got any money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? None of us, we would be sitting in here. But what I'm saying, you know, I'm the oldest son out of 8. There was 8 of us. I got 5 sisters and 2 brothers, and I had to go to work at a young age, you know, to help feed the family. So there was no time for it for models. You know what I mean? For models. Up until it was mid-July of last year when I went out and bought a couple of models and I picked up I had the airbrushes already. I bought a couple of paints and I started watching videos right around January of last year. You know, watching people, you know.
Yeah.
And many of us was a lurker before they joined YouTube, before they actually did a video. Many of us were lurking before we actually did.
Yeah, I was lurking big time. And then I have another YouTube channel, but it's just, you know, when you go get videos and stuff like that there, and my sister posted a video of my nephews playing their, you know, their guitars or whatever, you know, stuff like that there. But and then I started watching all the videos. You know, I'd come across Scott Gervin, Plamo, Atomic Dog, even Jamie. I started watching this because I think I sent Jamie a message one time about Fast Jimmy.
I think I remember that. That was a while ago.
Well, I sent you that message that said, "Hey man, you ought to check out Fast Jimmy. He wants to get inside your hangout."
Yeah. Oh my God.
I sent Jamie that message. That was months ago, man. But even then, right then, I didn't have a channel. You know, I was just still lurking. You know.
Really?
I made a channel, man, because I made it for my grandson because he'd go home and then he'd sit there in front of the TV, you know, and just watch Grandpa. You know, that's how it started. You know. But you know what? I can see how easily you can get addicted to this stuff because I love doing it, man. I love it. I love it. You know?
Yeah,
it's only about 15 months back in it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see, like, with Brian there, you know, you pick up a kit, you're like, man, I like that. Maybe I'll build it later on. You put it away, and then you see another one. Oh, shit, I like that one. You know? And then before you know it, I can see how that can happen, man, because it happens to me now. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, you turn around, you look at that stat, and says, holy shit, I got 600 kits. Well, I can see how it happens. You know what? And God bless the brother, man. You know what? God bless the brother, because you know what? They're all bought and paid for. Am I right, brother?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's all good.
There you go.
And my kids aren't starving or anything because of it.
You got these, you know, the kids aren't hungry. He's got a roof over his head, you know. The kids seem pretty happy. You know what? I see these guys that hate on people like that. I said, look, dude, that man paid for all that. He worked for that stuff. Why are you hating on him, you know?
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, that's that's how I built my collection, because every time I got money, instead of buying beer, cigarettes, and gambling, I went to the hobby shop and I bought models, or I ordered stuff, and that's what I did. Whenever I had extra money, that's where my money went.
Thumbs up there, Sheldon. Same here, man.
Sheldon, that's like what you were talking about earlier. The first time in your adult life, you're feeling a little pinch there, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what? You got some stuff there that you picked up.
That's right, exactly. So it's not. I mean, yeah, it's not the same kind of thing. It's not like I'm sitting here with nothing to do. Hell, I got more to do, that I could ever do. But it's just weird when you're used to being able to add to your stuff, because that's part of the, the deal. And I'm the one to tell you, I've got over 1,000 miniatures right here, so I'll tell you, it can be a little. But,
that's I'll pick up something used because I can't, at the point I'm at right now, I can't go out and buy what I want. You know what I'm saying? But what I got, I'm gonna make use out of it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And I'm gonna, what? Yeah, I can't go get no Forge World shit. But if a brother's got something he wants to trade, and I got something that you know what, you trade. You do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like those, no one understands the sacrifice that someone puts out for what they want. You can't judge a person by whatever they want to buy, or at least I don't. I mean,
I don't go out and party. I don't drink. I don't have fancy toys. This is my hobby. This is what I do to relax.
See, I've been building my collection and everything since about 84, 85. Yeah. And that's like one time it was humongous. I mean, hell, I thought, why in the hell do I have, all these kits? And I had 300 stock cars alone. Yeah.
Jeez.
And so if they had it was the thing. If they had a decal set, I had to have the decal set, and then I had to have a car to go with it. So they come out with 20 or 30 decals every year. So you're getting 30, 40 stock cars a year, plus you're buying, you end up buying when you're buying 50 or 60 kits a year. Yeah. Well, back then they were only $5 to $10 a piece. It's not like they're, most of those were, $5 to $8, $7. So, you could go down and you could pick up a few here and pick up a few there, and it was no big deal.
Oh man, it was a shock when I got into this hobby. And I realized when I went to go buy a Tidarium shuttle, and I remember what I paid for that thing. I really do. I think I paid $12 for it at this hobby shop that was close to our house at the time.
Yeah.
I went to buy the same kit on eBay, and they want $69. I'm like, what? They are mine?
Yeah.
Is that the AMT kit, Gil?
Yeah, I got another one here. I got another. The other one I'm going to light it up. But see, I got that one at $20, man. I wanted on a bid.
$60 for a bloody model.
You used to be able to buy, when I first started buying decals, you could buy Fred Caddy decals, and they were $3 a sheet. So you could sit down, you could order 10 sheets at a time, whatever. Yeah. Well, and then they came out to where they were $6 a sheet, or $8 a sheet. Pretty soon, $10 a sheet, and so all of a sudden,
now it's like $15 a sheet.
Yeah. Just as much as a kit.
Yeah, they used to be exactly. I used to actually pay more for decals because I'd be paying like $8.50 for decals. I'd buy I buy cars. I buy a case at a time. I used to buy it from Hobby Heaven, and I'd buy them by the case, because I wasn't going to go out and I only bought stuff if I got a good deal on it,
Yeah.
And yeah, you could get. They were about $6 a piece, and decals were like $8.50 a piece. But
I remember when I could go into my local grocery store, they had models in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You go in there to get some bread. You go in there to buy a couple of bread. You go by the toy section. There were models right there.
Look out, boys and girls.
Yep.
You got it here, Phil?
Yeah. It's that time.
All right. Thanks for hanging, Bubba.
All right, Phil.
Take care, Phil.
Have a good day at work tomorrow.
Or the day.
Give us a holler tomorrow when you get home, Phil. But yeah, I remember that, man. You used to, but even then, for the way I come up, the models weren't important. But I knew a guy. Look at Baltazar. You talked about that guy there. He was stressing styrene, man, when he was little. You know.
Yeah, no, I've been building kits since I was 8 years old.
Yeah. It's like these figures. And I would love to have some of them. Man, I am not paying $200-300 for a Forge World figure. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It'd be different if you played the game, I think.
Well, it's not only that. You know what? I love those resin figures. I can see, you want a good resin figure. I can see that. I can. To be honest with you, I can see that. But dude, when you start looking at some of this like Forge World or the Games Workshop, you're like, wait a minute. Then you look. I'm not hating on them because I like this little thing. This box with these things in there, I saw the same thing. They wanted $40-something for this thing at the local shop. There's 5 figures in there, and they're this big. It's like, are you out of your damn mind?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
When I was playing 40K, when you wanted to make a new army, depending on how many tanks you had, you were looking at $350 to $500, $600.
Okay, but that's a whole army.
You wanted to build an army, you say, okay, I want to build this. And that's what it was. That's what it cost.
Right.
And but the thing is that what's cool about just painting stuff is you don't have to have that many. You can go out and buy one model of this, or you buy a couple of these. It's not like having to build a whole friggin' army.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm into. I'm into painting them, man, because I think they're cool, But then again, I can see how these guys can get into that. They got to have the biggest army. Before you know it, man, the kids ain't, they're trying to stress it out. I know guys, you hear them. I heard these kids talking the other day at the Games Workshop, not too far from me. They're sitting there talking about, oh man, you know what? If I don't use my lunch money for X amount of weeks, we can buy those cutters, those new sprue cutters. It's like, dude, it's a sprue cutter. You can get anything to cut sprue with. Oh, but it has to be Games Workshop sprue cutters.
Right?
Yeah, did you see that there's those new tools they released with all the fancy handles and everything?
Oh, they're nice.
They're selling a whole kit. Over here, they're selling it for £85.
Wow.
I mean, what the hell? That's over $100 for you, man.
Wow.
What the hell? I mean, you can pick up a razor saw on eBay for £5.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cutters for £1.
No,
I got me a new screw cutter for like $8.
Hey, Farron, the most expensive piece of equipment I got on this table that I use all the time, I bought these. Now, these are the Tamiya ones. $20 I paid for these, right? I use them all the time. You know what I use the most, and I paid $6 for?
Mm-hmm.
These right here. These are the Squadron ones. Use them all the time. I paid $8 for these. Then you got these Zurons. These Zurons, you know what? I had a friend. Oh, these are the greatest ones. Blah blah blah. They're good sprue cutters. They're not. For some reason, maybe I got a dull set. For the money, these are beautiful because they're sharp as a razor. But you know what? I use a razor. If I nip it, I'm gonna go clean it anyway. So what's the big deal? What you got there?
Well, these ones I've got here. These are Games Workshop ones, but
those are nice. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. So you can keep going all day long.
Yeah. Which ones you got there, Farron?
These are Games Workshop, but I got these for free.
Well, there you go. That's even better.
This guy came into. I was in the Games Workshop one afternoon, and this guy came in. He was trying to get rid of this battalion of Chaos Marines. And he didn't want any money for it. He was saying, do you want to put this in your raffle? And the guy in the shop was saying, no, we can't do that. It's store policy. We can't do it. He goes, look, I don't want nothing for it. So I followed the guy outside, and I said, how much do you want for that, mate? And he said, no, nothing. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, I've got the Ogre Kingdom's Iron Blaster. I have one of those painted up to display level of detail, and I just gave him that. I just went into the shop and I said, yeah, mate. I said, just to show my appreciation of this. And what I got in that box was there was a rhino in there. You had the the Chaos, what do you call them? The Possessed, 5 Possessed, and then you had like a squad of 10, and then you had a leader or something. I don't really know, but and then there was a whole tin of Chaos Black primer, those side cutters, and half a dozen brushes.
Yeah, the brother hooked you up.
Nice.
Yeah. And do you know what I done? I ended up giving it to old Git.
Oh, okay. Okay, you gave it to... Okay, Git.
You gave it to
We've
Mick.
done a swap. I swapped it for a Beastman, what you call it? Jabba Scythe.
Yeah.
It's a really cool kit. It's a resin kit. That costs 40 quid to buy over here.
So Farron's the one that got old Git in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Oh,
listen,
Farron,
Nick
you
was good,
bad. It was you, Farron.
It was me. I dubbed him in.
Yeah.
You suck of shit.
Are you gonna? Hey, Farron, are you gonna reconstitute your show again, or what? Or what are you gonna do with that?
We will be in good time.
Okay.
In good time, we will. I think Nick's just waiting for the smoke to settle.
Okay.
You know, and when he gets the all clear. But I said to him, I said, keep the wife happy, and your life will be happy.
Yeah.
You know, I was pretty proud of him making that video there because, you know, that is something we get caught into and all that. And he was, you know, no shame there or whatever. He caught it, understood it, and, you know.
Well, man,
He kind of took it by the ball, so to speak.
You know what? If it gets to that point where it overtakes your life like that, and you're just living on number one on YouTube and the Hangouts, and you're starting to neglect your family, man, then that's you know.
That's asking for trouble.
Well, yeah, and like you said, Brian, that took a lot of gumption to do what he did, you know.
Yep.
I was pretty proud of the guy. It's all right. I like it. Mick's all right.
Oh, he's a good guy.
So how's he doing? You spoken to him lately? I'm sure.
Yeah, I
you
spoke to him on the phone this afternoon.
How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing good. He's. I said to him, "How's things on the home front?" He said, "Yeah, things are a lot better."
Good.
So he said he's happy. His wife is a lot more happy. He's getting in about an hour a day of hobby time. So he's leaving it at that at the moment, so that he can actually do a bit of his hobby and keep his wife happy.
Good, good.
Because he admitted to me in the beginning that you know the mess up he made. You know.
Yeah.
You know, basically putting styrene before family.
Well, it's any hobby can do that. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of balance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right, Steve.
I mean, like, look, you got Sheldon there. His mama there, she okays it, but I'm sure that when Sheldon says, "Hey, it's time for me to go with mama," it's time for mama to have her time, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sheldon.
Sheldon, no comment.
Sheldon's like, that's not completely accurate, but go ahead.
That's like with me. You know what I like? My wife will tell me, "Hey, you know, we kid because that, you know, you watch those Plamo videos, and the first thing I ever, you know, you can understand is meta, beta. You know, that's all you hear. So my wife and I joke. I said, "I'm going to go in the back." She goes, "Oh, it's time for meta, beta." I said, "Yeah." So she's cool with it. You know, it's just you know, she does her thing. I don't mind. But if she tells me we're doing something, everything's got to come to an end, and I'm going to do something.
Well, yeah. At the end of the day, it's not going to run off your desk, is it?
No, it's going to be here when I get back. You know, it's like the same thing with my grandson. He'll come running in here, and I'm painting something. I put everything down and go spend the time with him. You know, and then when I'm done, I come back. Like you said, Farron, it ain't going anywhere, brother. It's going to be here when I get back.
It's going to be there.
You know?
Do you know what? I've almost finished this infantry set.
Cool.
Which I'm quite happy about.
Hey, Steve, got it all primed up now. So.
Looking good, bro. Looking good.
I'm gonna attempt that tiger stripe. So.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
I should be able to do it.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, I should get it. You know.
Hey, Jamie.
Yes, sir.
You got 20 comments right now.
Really?
No.
Man. Why you doing it, Brian?
I hope everybody had a blast. I heard.
The comment's gonna be, who are all those fools on there?
Gee.
Nah, we love you, Jake. You know that.
Oh yeah.
We love you, brother. We're here to support, man. We're here to support.
Word up.
Yeah. Now check it out. That's the way I think I'm gonna put it up in the air like this here, Steve.
Yeah, that's looking good, man.
Yeah, it's a cool looking stance.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then now I think it'll just, I want to figure out the rest of it. I think I'm going to put the tiger striping, you know, like down this piece here. And then the tiger striping right here on the plates here.
Clenched fist.
Yeah, like the frontal view.
Yeah, and here, either that or I'm going to see if I can find a couple of skulls to put there. Or maybe, maybe just put the tiger striping. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm going to see if I can find a couple more of these because I want a whole army of these, you know.
Check Miniature Market, man. They've been having a sale on that stuff.
Yeah. Well, no, check it out. My local hobby store, the one that I went to, they'll give me the 10% and stuff like that.
Right.
There, they got a whole range of them, but nobody's buying them. So they were going to put them up on on a discount, but the guy hasn't done it yet. So every time I go in there, I tell him, hey, dude, you're going to drop those on discount? Well, see, now he knows I want them, so then he's going to drop them on discount, you know. Well, we'll
definitely
see.
not the Games Workshop, though, is it, Gil? Because they
No,
won't
no, man. I went into that Games Workshop. You know what? Those kids were really cool with me when I walked in there. There's a Games Workshop about maybe 15 miles from here. You know, the store?
Yeah.
And I went in there, and I was just standing around, and they were really helpful. Oh, man. And they were giving me, they said, hey, man, you ever play this? I said, no. You know, do you know what these are? Yeah. Oh, no. And they were giving me the tour of the store, telling me what everything meant, if I wanted to come in and do a game with them, and blah, 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 you know. But then I started looking at the prices. I'm thinking, I ain't coming back in here, man. You got your damn mind.
It is expensive, man. It really is.
You know what? I like their stuff, though. I really do. You know, there's a lot of stuff
It is
there.
good. I won't knock them for that, for quality. I mean, the miniatures they produce are really good.
You know, back to what I was saying, that's the reason that we all jumped to War Machine. Because when we were playing Warhammer, if you wanted to change armies or do something, it's like $350 to $500. Well, the War Machine, you could get into it. You could have an army ready to go. You know, everything for $75 or $80.
Those are those are the ones you sent me, right? Those little steel ones.
Yeah. So, and their prices haven't, over the last 10 years or so, their prices haven't went up. I mean, they went up some, but nothing like Games Work. I mean, you can still get a full metal. I was looking the other day. You can get like a full, all metal Death Jack for $45.
Wow.
Well, they used to be like $35. So they went up from 35 to 45. But that's all metal. That's a full and big ass piece, and you can still get their individual ones for $7-8 a piece.
Oh, excuse me.
So
as it catches on more and more, it'll go up as well.
Well, it has, and they've already added three new factions. They got a new faction that just came out, and there was one that came out a couple years ago. So it's very popular compared to and that's the main reason, because of price, plus the game's better itself anyway. But
Right. No, I think that's what drives it. I mean, if you want to say it's running on all cylinders, you're hitting you're hitting the painter, you're getting the game person who wants to play the game. You're the hobbyist alone. Some people just like to build stuff; they don't even paint things. So I mean, it's really
exactly. And when you look at the game of it, War Machine has made one change in 10 years. They had Mark 1, then they changed the rules to Mark 2. Well, Games Workshop right now they're on 7. I started playing 95 or in the 90s when they were on like 2 or 3. And so every time they do, it's new codexes, new books, new this. Every couple of years they got a whole new rule thing.
Isn't there, which costs even more?
Yeah, and
because edition 6 only came out earlier this year as well, didn't it?
Yeah, and now they're on 7. I mean, I've got books that are 10 years old for War Machine, and all that stuff is still the same. There's very few rule changes, but it's all, it's not like, and that's the big thing, that's the big thing, is, you know, you just get an army and all of a sudden the new codex comes out and oh, well, all my chaos guys that I used to have that were really cool, they're not cool anymore. They don't do this anymore, and you know, everything else. So
no, it's a smart business plan from that perspective.
oh yeah, yeah. If as long as you get people to follow it.
Well, it's like the Dungeons and Dragons thing, you know. It's like I would run into that stuff every once in a while, and I'd sell it on eBay. And man, I tell you, I'd make a killing on it, on the books, in general. And it's funny. There's people that they pick and choose, and I guess how the game works. I never played it, but if they decide on certain rules, they'll just keep playing that. They just won't keep, you know, buying the other books.
Exactly. Yeah, unless you're playing, you know, it's you know, that's what they did with Magic cards. Those guys figured that out early. They said we're gonna sell these cards, but the thing is we're gonna come out with new cards, you know, every 3 or 4 months, and then those are gonna work. And every 2 years, we're gonna change the whole thing to where we're gonna start over again.
Yeah.
So you know, every 2 years they start over with a new block, and they come out with a new set, and then it goes through, you know, 5 or 6 different editions over that time that they keep adding to. So. You know, and that's when I got out. It's like, shit, I'm not buying new cards every, you know.
Oh, you played that too?
Oh, yeah, I used to play.
I
still got one deck, actually.
I used to play
I tell you, man, whenever I show up at the stores over here, there's more adults playing that stuff than there is, like, you know, it's because they can pay for the shit.
Yeah.
I used to play.
That's very true. I mean, if I was a kid, I don't think I could afford this, what I'm doing now.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't ask my parents to buy this.
You know, I'm a little bit on the fence because some of this stuff is like demonic as hell. You know, I'm not going down that road. You know what I mean? But like certain, you know, my daughter who's 5, she painted up this other figure, and she tells me it's a blood angel, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I look at it, and I think you're in the room with me, Gil. And the damn wings were all red, and I'm like,
oh yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we ain't. Don't go to school. Tell people
that. Don't tell people what you're doing. No, don't tell people.
Yeah, seriously, man. It's like, nah. Don't be drawing that shit.
Don't be turning your head on the true path. You know.
Teacher conference meeting. Your daughter drew this thing.
Straight away. It's like I'm in the post office and my kid's like pulling up my shirt and I'm like showing off my gun. I'm like, don't do that, man. Like we're gonna situation. You know?
That's funny.
Know, it's kids, you know. You never know what they're gonna glean off you. Number one.
Yeah.
But there ain't no way in hell they're paying for it. Their mom and dad are all working double shifts.
Mm-hmm. And they're watching. They're learning.
Well, you know, the first thing that got me into gaming was D&D, because I was always interested in that kind of fantasy stuff, and that was the only thing. And I found some books in a bookstore, and as soon as I found the books, then I found the shop. As soon as I found the shop and found the other people to play, it was like, whoa, this is cool. You know, and that was in, you know, the early 90s, and it just went on from there. You know, I played all kinds of stuff.
I'm all for that stuff, though. That's creative, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Using a little bit of processing power on the upfront.
You know, if I could play an instrument, you know, I probably would have been a rock and roll star, but since I can't play a lick, you know, this is what I do.
That's the secondary.
Yeah. That's the only thing I fault my dad for, is because I was getting into school and I started reading the Lord of the Rings, you know.
Yeah.
And he take those books away from me because he's saying this is fantasy crap. You will not make any money at this stuff. You need to learn to read these books, blah 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 and stuff. And now you got these Lord of the Rings movies, you got these figurines and stuff, and I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
What could have happened from that time, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it was that era, though. You know what I mean? That was kind of like the vibe. I mean, I remember parents being like, "No, don't let your kids. They're gonna get possessed," or there was all kinds of stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I tell you what sells today, all of that stuff. Our generation, the generation
Absolutely.
before, I mean, the generation under, I mean, we're the ones who, I mean, I saw this brief, and it said, you know, we basically have driven the scale of entertainment to its fullest.
Yep.
And I believe that.
Aren't you guys the baby boomers? Aren't you like the Reagan generation or something?
Man, how old do you think I am, man?
Me.
I'm just saying. Well, I'm Generation X. Hell. They thought our generation was going straight. Well,
I will say my generation is probably the last generation knows how to work hard.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's scary, man. I tell you what. That's scary.
Yeah.
It makes me angry that you get these companies hire the young kids so they can pay them below minimum wage.
Yep.
And they can do the exact same work as they pay someone who they would be paying higher.
Yep.
And the amount of jobs I've lost in interviews just because they want to hire someone who's 15 or 20 years younger than me. You know, I'm 42 this year, and I've had to retire myself because I've got fibromyalgia. I can't stand up for more than 15 minutes at a time. If I do, my back collapses, and I'm like a jelly on the bloody floor. You know, but I mean, it's like you say. I mean, you go into McDonald's, you got, oh, you want fries with that? I think, is that what they train you to say?
Yep.
You know, it's. I mean, if they offered me a job in McDonald's, I would take it because at the end of the day, it's paying me money to feed my kids.
Thank you.
That's the bottom line.
Well, see, that's the thing. If I got
and then you get some kids saying, "Oh, I don't want to work in McDonald's." You know, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, you're offered a job on a plate and you're turning it down.
Yep.
It's true though.
Because like me, I own a landscape company, whatever, and when I'm hiring, like during summer times, you know, I'll get these kids and want to make some extra money. And I'm like, fine. I'll ask them right off the bat. I have to ask them. You know how to push a lawnmower?
Yeah.
Oh, never have, never did.
Really, you gotta ask them? They don't even know how to push a lawnmower?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's amazing how, as these kids today are, don't know what labor, like hard labor or whatever it is.
Yeah, right. The lawnmower,
though, man.
The lawnmower we had, you had to push it.
Yeah, you guys had to push the D-push.
There was no engine on it. It was just blades attached to a wheel.
Yeah.
That was it. I remember my mum and dad telling me in the summer, go and mow the lawn, do something productive. And that's what I had to do to earn my pocket money.
Yep.
Boy, you dare not ask them to dig a hole, because then they're gone. I quit.
I'm done.
You go.
Oh. Yeah, the douche. I'm out of here.
I tell you what, you make them say, you don't hear any kids like, oh, I'm saving up for this or I'm doing this. It's like my mom or dad's going to buy it,
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Economics plays a huge development there.
Yeah. Blame the bloody media and all that.
I remember as a kid, I'd bring home something, and my mom and dad would be like, I'm not selling that crap. Like, you better hoof it, Get out there, and you'd end up, finding people that would buy whatever popcorn that they could buy at the store or candy bars for $4 more than what they were paying. So you either learn to hustle up or you learn to not get anything.
Well,
that's just like, heck, if I want to see a movie, well, that weekend before that movie comes out or whatever, I better mow a dang yard or something, do chores around the house, work out in the backyard, earn it.
That's the way it was. You know what? I remember going door to door with a shovel when it was snowed, Hey, can I shovel your lawn? Can I shovel your sidewalk, or can I cut your grass? I don't know.
It's all entitlement now, man.
It is, man.
Are gone. Those days are so gone. Damn it.
Now we hit that subject. Now what can we hit?
Yeah, now let's talk about. No, it's fine.
And I tell you what, you get to a certain point, and you're going to find that it's just the value of it's changed. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They may want something, but they're like, I don't want that bad. Something else come up, like, I don't want that bad.
Appreciation.
And then you're like, you know what? I really want you to go to camp, so I'm going to pay for it.
Get out of here. Mom and Daddy need a break.
You're gone, and they're like, sucker, right?
Yeah, right. Ah.
That's reminiscent.
Goodness. Jamie, how old are you?
Good buddies, man.
None of your
Good
business.
buddies that would run around,
Business.
and we'd crack a job. Oh shit, low lag. Like we get 4 guys, they want to go to the movies, man. We just start hitting it up. Rake somebody's yard. Do this, do that. Nowadays, it's like one guy goes, hey, go ask your mom and dad. Like, who makes more money here?
Yeah.
Brian, how old do you think I am, Brian?
Let's say 32.
I have 3 more years.
Also 35.
Yep, I'm 36 this year.
Yeah.
40 soon. Oh, I'm gonna get a prostate exam. God damn it. I mean, shoot.
Well, Gilbert's what, 82?
By that hair. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh, negative.
I'm 52.
See, I was 30 years off. All right.
Oh, yeah, Brian's like.
I thought you were 82.
Don't hate on the hair, brother. Don't hate, man. Don't hate.
That's a blessing. That is, these days, that's a blessing to get that. Well, it's fortunate to get that age. Because nowadays, people dropping off like flies. Especially these kids.
I'm new 30, I guess, because they're saying 40 is the new 30 now.
You are not.
So,
You must have been 40, 10 years ago. I'm just.
anyways.
Yeah.
So, how old are you, son?
54.
99.
Yeah, 54 going on 99.
Nothing wrong with that. And how about wrong? It's almost 10 o'clock. You know what, ladies? We're still going to stay on, but I'm going to go ahead and cut the broadcast right about now. I hope everybody had a great time. I know we jumped from subject to subject to subject, but hey, this is the return of the show and new crew. So I appreciate everybody who did watch, will watch, who's comment, who didn't comment, everybody. But next time, well, we'll do this again in 2 weeks. We'll stretch this out instead of every week. We'll do it 2 weeks, and we have to alternate with my good man Frill here. When you guys get a chance, make sure you check out Chilling with the Dragon with Mr. Red Dragon over there. You know what I'm saying?
You got the Steve-O there. Steve-O there is part of that.
Right. And it's the Sons of Styrene, Brian. Anyway, but everybody, say bye.
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 Good night, everyone.
And we will see you guys on the next one. Deuce line, say 2 times. Peace.